No one's probably going to be watching now. I was on a roll, and I've just been. I've had someone trying to ring me. Oh my God! I've got a fraud call there. The little cheeky fucks. Sorry, that's just completely ruined my life as well. I'm not happy about that at all. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, I'm annoyed. That wasted my time. It really did. That's just waste. I'm annoyed there, Sander, because of that. I was doing my live then, and I've just took that phone call for no reason. That's really pissed me off. Not you, but wrecked my flow there as well. Oh man. It was going, it was saying, what's your postcode? It's delivery. What's your postcode? I said, cheeky bastard. Oh, ringing over and over again as well. I thought it might be the hospital too. I'm still trying to ring now. Awful. Yeah, it looked important. That's just ruined my life to an extent. I need to recenter a little bit. I'm a bit annoyed. Sorry, guys. I was on a live there as well, and I've had to take that call, and all my traction's gone as well. Let me try to recenter a little bit. Sorry, guys. I don't like that. I'm going to have to learn from that. And that's really messed my life up a little bit. I need to... Give me a minute. I'm going to go to the toilet. I'm back in a minute. I am going to do, yeah. It's recentering. Oh, sorry, guys. Basically, I'm working on Sunday and at a different hospital on bank, overtime, whatever. And I thought my phone was going 3 times then. I said, oh, they might be ringing me about the shift on Sunday. But then it was some guy on the phone who was saying, give me your postcode. Delivery. We've got delivery coming to you now. Give me your postcode. I went, well, what delivery is it? Give me your postcode. I went, what are you delivering? He went, Sky. And it wasn't, oh, cheeky bastard. So basically, it's check audio. Thank you. Can you hear now? Can you hear now? Sander, can you hear the audio? Still no sound. Shit. Can you hear now? Thanks, guys.
I can hear it perfectly.
Hear it perfectly. Thanks, Tony. Tony. Nice to meet you, by the way, Tony. Nice one, mate. Thank you for telling me. So anyway, sorry, yeah, I was doing a live before, going with the flow. I hope that that's connected now. Hope that it's working now. If you've got me with that, then well done, mate. Shit. What was I going to say then? So yeah, I got a phone call. I was on the live 3 times, same person. I thought it was about a shift I'm doing on Sunday, and then it was fucking some guy sat on the phone going, delivery, give us your postcode. Like, no, give us your postcode. Why? Delivery's coming now. And then they're saying, I said, what are you delivering? I went, Sky. Like, fucking, and then I gave him loads of shit on the phone. I told him a lot of harsh words on the phone. Then he put the phone down. So be careful of scams, guys. People wasting your time. It's working now. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. I don't think Tony's winding me up. I think Tony was helping me there, Aaron. The sound was not on. I think it's to do with the connection on here. But thank you. Thanks for telling me, by the way. It's working now. Brilliant. Anyway, what was I talking about? Let me just recenter a little bit. Sometimes in life, things don't go perfectly. It's painful, like I was speaking about before. That's how it goes sometimes. What was I going to say? What was I going to do? One moment. I'm going to do a poll again. Does suffering teachers, I'll put. Let me go again. We'll get there eventually. We always do. Sorry guys, I'm just recentering myself. My last live was just interrupted. I've had to start again. I'll ask a really simple question. I'll start the poll. Does suffering teachers anything? Is the question I'm going to leave there. Does suffering teachers anything? If you answer yes, no, or not sure. I've had to redo this again, but it is what it is. Sometimes you drop the ball. Sometimes you're interrupted about what you're doing. Sometimes things don't go perfectly, and you've just got to recenter. That's what I'm doing right now. Anyway, we keep going the best we can. So, anyway, suffering, pain can give us, I'll read the comments as well, guys, the best I can. Pain can give you motivation sometimes. Pain, suffering can give you a kick up the bloody arse because things aren't always working out, are they? Pain can push us, I'll read to my notes, pain can push us to make us changes or take action we might have avoided. So if everything's fucking good all the time, you're comfy all the time, sometimes what happens with some people is they work in a job, it pays decently, but it doesn't make them rich. But they live just about comfortably enough. And that can be dangerous sometimes because you're just about comfortable. You're doing all right. You're not doing too bad, let's say. Struggling to get the words out now. Yeah, I'll get the words out the best I can. I've lost my train of thought, really. So yeah, pain can push us to make changes or take action we might have avoided. So if you're not painful enough, you're in a job, it pays enough, just enough to pay the bills, gives you a little bit of money, but it's not the best. You don't love it, but you're just getting on with it. That's what can happen. But then you stay in that job all your life. but it's not been painful enough for you to want to do anything else. And that's okay for some people, don't get me wrong. But sometimes if you're in a job, it's really badly paid. This is just an example. It's fucking awful. Your boss is a prick. The job's mundane. It's repetitive. It's dirty, shitty work. There's no money benefits. The pension shit. The benefits are crap. But the good thing about having a shitty, horrible job is it can give you a kick up the arse, that motivation to do more. Or the motivation of being ill and unhealthy. It's like, I'm really unhealthy. I'm suffering. I'm not looking after myself. I'm eating bad food. I'm drinking every day. I don't go to the gym. I don't look after myself. I never walk. I don't do anything. I'm sat in my bed all day doing fuck all. I'm hanging out my ass. I feel depressed. Life's shit. Okay? Hopefully that suffering, that can give you a motivation to go, do you know what? I need to eat a bit better. I need to start walking a little bit more. I need to try, maybe get a job or do something. I learn something, go to college, or I need to try and improve something. It can give you that fucking kick up. Suffering can give you a fucking smack in the face to fucking motivate you to do more, to be better, to be healthier, to love yourself more, and back it up with action that aligns with loving yourself. Loving yourself being not drinking, not being healthier. I'm not saying drinking's all bad. It's not always bad. Of course, a little bit might be fine, but there you go. User Duck says, hi, User Ducks. How's it going? Does suffering teach us anything is the question I've got. STRX Cookies, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Great to see one of you, by the way. I hope you're all right. Happy Easter, by the way. If you celebrated, I don't know, but it's all good. How are you? I'm good. I've got the day off, which is great. And that's why I'm doing this, which is amazing. I feel okay. I feel all right. I love doing this, so it's all good. I'm not sure if suffering teaches us something. Why? Why SRX Cookies? Why do you think that? Why are you not sure? I'll carry on talking the best I can. Suffering can teach us patience. Enduring difficulty teaches us to want to trust the process. Doing this has taught me, it's taught me that a little bit as well. Patience. Enduring difficulty teaches us to want and trust the process. It's like you're doing something. It might be you're at university, you're doing a degree, and it's painful, and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. You failed your last exam, or you're revising, and it's fucking boring as hell. You're reading books, and you're reading about policies and procedures, and it's fucking drab, and it's boring. And it's painful, and it's repetitive, and it's all these things that you're not really keen on, but you have to do it to achieve what you need to achieve. It can teach us. It can teach us. Not always, though. Not always. It can teach us patience, though. Patience to see things through. Patience to keep going. The long, hard road will take you home sometimes. Not always. Not always. I get it. It's different. Everyone's got their own perceptions on this. Kirsty saying, I'm back. Sorry, Brad. I had to have lunch. Don't be sorry. Don't have to apologise at all, Kirsty. Welcome back. SDRS Cookie saying, because if we suffer, it could bring us pain and distress in life and trauma. Let me think about that one. Let me read that through. Let me think about what you just said there. Thanks for sharing, Cookies. I'll call you Cookies because it's easier for me to say. If we suffer, it could bring us pain and distress in life and trauma. Yes, it's painful. It depends on specifically what that life trauma is. That pain that comes out of us, which comes from within a lot of the time, Pandora's box is coming out, isn't it? Sometimes it's coming to it's coming out. It's there. It's intense. That pain can help us with the self-awareness, can it? Potentially, Cookies, SDRX Cookies. It can highlight what really matters. It can highlight what really matters to us personally. Anyway. Roach de Goober. Hi, Roach de Goober. How are you? Hope you have a nice Easter. Have you got some nice Easter eggs? Has anyone else got any Easter eggs? It's mad that we have Easter eggs at Easter, but there you go. Just thought I'd ask that. Zuki says hey to Goober too. Oh God, I'm just got to recenter it a little bit, guys. Sorry, I'm going to slow down a little bit. Got to recenter myself, should I say. What's I going to say then? Sorry, guys, I'm going quiet for a moment. So if you think that suffering teaches us anything, why do you think that? Why? Why do you think that? I'm just recentering myself a little bit right now. What we're going to say then? Sometimes I go quiet. Jeeves, hi Jeeves. Hi Jeeves. How are you? Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. Let me read what Jeeves has to say. Big shout out to Jeeves, by the way. Suffering taught ancient Buddhists to abandon the material world. Wow. Wow. Very profound, Jeeves. Very true. Suffering taught ancient Buddhists to abandon the material world. Is that coming now? Is that awakening happening now, Jeeves, is the question. We're living in a material world now. God, I'm paraphrasing bloody Madonna there in the song. We're living in a material world. Yes, we are. Is it the capitalism? Call it that. We always want more and more and more and more. Always want the newer car. Always wanting the better car. It's like a dog chasing its tail. Comparison is a thief of joy type of thing, Jeeves, in relation to what you're saying to an extent. Struggling to get the words out now, guys. I'm doing the best I can. They try. Enlightenment seems harder to come by these days. Yeah, Jeeves. Jeeves, I'm aligning with what you're saying. I'm on that path myself, as imperfect as I am, Jeeves, by the way. My name's Brad, by the way. I might not have said that. My name's Brad. I'm trying to be my best to be more higher vibrational. Do I like material things? Yes, I do. Let's be honest. Do I like nice food? Do I like nice home? Do I like nice clothes? I like those things, but I don't want to be too attached to them, Jeeves. I don't, because I know that there's not joy in other things. It's experiences. I think there's a lot of joy found in memories, in experiences, in memories. There's more joy found in those things than in material things. But do we live in a material world where we do? Low vibrational sometimes. Is it? I really like the Buddhist philosophies, you know, I really do, geez. I feel aligned to a lot of them. If I was going to be, I'm not religious, but if I was going to be, I would be Buddhist if I was going to choose one. But I do like, but doesn't, just because I'm not fully Buddhist, let's say, doesn't mean I can't learn from them. I'm trying to think out loud there. Is it harder nowadays? Is the world becoming more enlightened now or not? Or more people becoming more aware? We live in the age of information, don't we? And if you choose the right path, the information, you can help with that. We're becoming more enlightened. I try to become more 5-dimensional, lighter, instead of 3-dimensional. What's 3-dimensional is low vibrational, egotistical, materialistic types of people that will that aren't open-minded, they're narrow-minded. They're all about surface, superficial level achievements. So I've got a Porsche, I'm better than you. I've got a bigger house, I'm better than you. Or they just think that they look at the external, don't they? They value the external more. So they see success as just external, having more money, having better house, having better car. These things are nice, don't get me wrong. They are. They're nice. Is a Porsche nice? Depends which way you're looking at it. Yeah, it is. Nice. But happiness is happiness is found within. Happiness is found within, not externally. I'm not saying money's evil per se. It's how you use it, how you utilize it. Why do you think, Jeeves? I'm just reading the comments. I'm just sorry, Jeeves. I'm concentrating on your comment a little bit there. But why do you think it's harder to come about these days? What was your thoughts on that? If you want to answer, please do. If you don't, it's okay. Beelzebub, I learned the hard way before leaving my comfort zone. Sometimes that's the best way, Beelzebub. And you're grateful for that. It's really wise of you. You learn the hard way. Thinking, fucking hell, this is shit. This is horrible. And then you think, right, I'm going to have to get out of my comfort zone. The comfort zone can get uncomfortable. It's good to be in the comfort zone sometimes. I don't think you can be growing all the time. Me personally, no. I need time. I like to push and then chill, push and then chill, push and then chill. Not push all the time. I think you can burn out. But yeah, it's wise of you to be grateful. You appreciate the shit that you've been through, Beelzebub, which is good. Very wise of you to say. You see Timmy in the back. Yes, Timmy. Timmy says hi. He's chilling. G says 100%. Adam. Hi, Adam. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Hello from Australia. Hope you're doing well. Great to see someone from Australia, from anywhere, all over the world. It's amazing to see. Hello to you, sir. Hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well, Adam. There are terraced rice fields. What do you mean by that? There are terraced rice fields. Mr. Money. Hi, Mr. Money. What do you mean? What are terraced rice fields? I don't know what they are. Please elaborate. Please educate me. I don't know what they are. Beelzebub said, in my case, I almost became a hikikomori, closing myself entirely from society. Wow. Like a sage, isn't it? Like a monk-like existence kind of thing, Beelzebub. I'm forgetting the words are losing me here. My words are failing me, should I say, a little bit. What can you elaborate? Can you share your story, please, if you can? And how did that help you? Did that help you? And closing yourself off from society. I understand that though. There's so much people. It's good to be quiet in a world that can't stop talking. I'll say it again. It's good to be quiet in a world that can't stop talking. I know I'm talking a lot right now, which contradicts it, but I'm not always like this because I'm doing the live. I'm talking, of course. I need to do it. But it's good to be quiet in a world that can't stop talking. It's always so much noise, isn't there, going on, Beelzebub and everybody else? It's fucking yada, yada, yada. And a lot of it, some of it's useful, some of it's wise, some of it's great, but a lot of it's just bullshit, ego-driven, low vibrational dog shit, which we're trying to block. Talking about suffering, does suffering teach us anything, Kirsty? I had to leave the last live, Kirsty, because I got a phone call. I got spammed on the phone call as well. Someone was trying to con me, but I caught them out. Mr. Money says Tabata. What's Tabata mean? Roy says, when I allowed my mum to use my hot glue gun, for some reason she decided, I'm gonna piss my daughter off, and she fucking pulled the rubber tip off the hot glue gun. Why did she do that, Roach to Goober? Beelzebub saying, I'm glad I found the way out. I bet that was it. I bet that wasn't easy, Beelzebub, by the sounds of it. I don't know your full story, of course, but you found a way out. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to happen overnight when you're finding your way out of the shit. When you're suffering, when you've hit rock bottom, because I've hit rock bottom, trust me now, I've hit rock bottom. And it was not easy. It was not fun. It was not a quick, easy way out. It took time. It took a lot of failure. It took a lot of fucking up, basically, for me to get where I am now, as imperfect as that is. I'm saying, hello from Australia. Hope you're doing well. Respect, fist bump to you, Adam. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. Thanks for being kind and respectful, man. Respect to you. Don't say, hello, I'm at work. This is unusual. Yeah, it is. Shit. You're at work. Oh, I'm sorry you're at work, Dawn. I hope you have a nice day. As nice a day as you can. Great to see you on here, of course. I'm off work. Of course. Sorry. I don't mean to rub it in. What time are you finishing at? How many hours are you doing today? And I hope you earn good money today. You're earning money, though. It's the world that we live in, isn't it? Money, capitalism. And we do the things we do to have the lifestyles that we have. But I think it's good to earn money and achieve that, but don't become too invested in it. It's not everything. It's just you're just making the best of the society that we live in, I suppose. That's my way of looking at it. Dawn says, I got it. You've got it. Clipper 90s. I suck on my big toe when I get nervous. It calms me down. How do you do? Wow, you must be very flexible, Clipper. I wish I can't do that. You suck on your big toe when, right? Okay, if that works for you, like a pacifier, but with your toe. You've just pulled over for a break. Dawn, you really helped me, with this and that and knowledge. Well, I don't know knowledge. Yeah, I can't. No, I'm getting the words out wrong. But you really helped me because you remember you saying, "Oh, I love what I do now." You used to be in a job that you didn't like. I forgot what the job was. Now you're doing a job that you're comfortable with, and you have freedom, and you listen to podcasts all day and whatever else, and you're in your vehicle driving around. And I think that's very liberating, very freeing, isn't it? Therefore, like a level of contentment with regards to what you're doing. I thought that's great. That's success, isn't it? And sometimes success is just being happy with where you're at as well. Not always chasing the next big thing, not going for that promotion. And then you think, why are you not going for the promotion? You need to go for the promotion. It's really important that you go for this promotion. And maybe it is. But sometimes it's just like, it's not. It's being happy with where you're at and appreciating where you're at. That's a win. I learned that from you, Dawn. Anyway, it reminded me of that, should I say. So I say, I miss you, Dawn. What was I going to say then? Yeah, what time are you finishing, Dawn? Hope you're okay, by the way. SDRX Cookies, what days do you usually go live? I usually go live on Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning, SDRX Cookies. I do... Today's different. It's Good Friday. I'm off, so I'm doing it in the morning. But I've been doing Monday nights, 8 p.m., Friday nights, 8 p.m. But the job I do, SDRX Cookies, sometimes influences when I can go live because I work in the hospital, of course. So yeah, hopefully in the future I'll be a bit more. I need to be more consistent. But Monday, usually during the week, it's going to be 8 p.m. onwards. As much as I can. Sunday, 10 o'clock in the morning. However, this Sunday, more Sundays I go live, but this Sunday morning I can't. I'm working on Sunday. I picked up an extra shift. I'm going to earn some money. I'm working at another hospital on bank, but yeah. Anyway, that's the answer to that. Sandra's asking what time do you finish? SDRX Cookie says so. I would know. No worries. I'll going forward, SDRX Cookies. I'm gonna put on. I might just plan it like a week in advance or 2 weeks in advance, and I'm gonna get into the habit of that. I'm gonna improve that, Cookies. If you see on my channel, click on the notification button, then you'll know when my next lives will be. I'm going to start being a bit more organized with that, a bit more professional, a bit more polished with regards to that going forward, SDRX Cookies. Thank you for reminding me, by the way. Don't say I miss you too. That's lovely. Go say hi to Sander. You're going to be finishing soon. It's really quiet today. Nice. Good. Nice and chilled. Sandra sending love and respect to Dawn. Adam says, thanks, mate. No worries, Adam. Roach Deguba said, oh my God, Sandra, you're alive. Yeah, she's alive and well. What's your plans for Easter? What's everyone else's plans for Easter? Sandra saying, oh my God, Roach. LOL. Mr. Moyley from Holland, do you ride your bicycle with or without a saddle? That's weird, that lad. You won't be riding a bike without a saddle. That'd be weird. That'd be very painful, mate, wouldn't it? That's a bit seedy, that lad. A bit weird. Nice to meet you anyway. Roach to give me saying, oh my God, there's a fight going on. Where's the fight? 1 second, I need popcorn. Okay. Santa says hello again to Kirsty. I might be off on Monday, so I'll probably just be playing with my furry people and drinking wine, chilling your little head out, enjoying that. You love that. That's great. What about you? What am I doing? I'm obviously doing this live right now. Hopefully go to the gym. I want to do that today. Chill out tomorrow, potter around, have some nice meals out, have some nice food, take it easy. I'm working on Sunday, but I'm grateful for that because it's extra money in my pocket. It's all good. And then I'm off on Monday. So I'm going to go with the flow, Dawn. Go with the flow. I'll probably try and do a few lives when I can, the best I can. And that's it. It's all good. There's a kickoff out right outside your house, Roach. Get your popcorn and enjoy the show, Roach. Whatever kickoff's happening outside your house. Beelzebub, in general, something happened in my life till I don't trust anyone again and tired with humanity. I understand that. When I was growing up, people always expect me to be perfect, like perfect score, grades. Oh, God. Is that coming from your parents? People are let me just... Beelzebub, thank you for sharing. In general, something's happened in my life till I don't trust anyone again. And you're tired with humanity. Tired with how people the ugliness of behaviours of others, Beelzebub. I can definitely resonate with that. You're tired of being around these low vibrational, three-dimensional people that are narrow-minded and they're not really aware of what they're doing. They're just ego-driven, rudeness. They take kindness for a weakness sometimes, Beelzebub, these types of people. Non-player characters sometimes, there's not much depth to them, there's not much wisdom to them, there's not much, I don't know, it's just difficult being around them. A lot of humanity is like that, Beelzebub, and then therefore, if you're an open-minded, sensitive individual, you've got emotional intelligence, you're trying to just navigate through this three-dimensional world the best you can, and you can feel misunderstood. People can't really have deep conversations with a lot of these people, these three-dimensional people out and about in society. They're not open to it. They think you're weird or they misunderstand you. Therefore, they underestimate you. I've fucking experienced this so much in my life. It can feel very lonely, even though you're around loads of people, Beelzebub. You're around humanity. They're fixated on whatever they're fixated on. I'm not saying they're all bad people because they're not. But it can feel very isolating and lonely. So I understand that. I'm giving my own perspective on this, of course, in relation to what you said. Therefore, being tired with fucking humanity. And sometimes it's like, fuck me. I'm surrounded by loads of these people and I just don't resonate with them. I don't align with that shit. Why do people expect you to be perfect? A lot of pressure, that, Beelzebub. A lot of pressure. And perfection is unattainable, isn't it? That can lead to imposter syndrome and other things, can't it? Anyway, Sandra's saying, thanks for sharing, by the way, Beelzebub. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed too. Sandra's saying, laughing my ass off sounds perfect, Dawn. Chilling with your animals, glass of wine. That doesn't sound bad at all. Sandra's cooking and baking as perfect usual, LOL, and probably just chilling with Brad and maybe some nice walks. Yes. Humph677, nice hair. Thank you. Thanks for pointing out my nice hair. I like my hair. I love my lack of hair. I'm good. Anyway, every single live that I do, people mention my bald head. Does it bother me? No. Anyway, Dawn saying sounds amazing. I finally managed to stop wolf dragging me. Oh yeah, because he's trying to lead the way, isn't he? Probably used to that. You've already solved that problem. It's pretty quick. I'm absolutely buzzing and can't wait to get on and play with him more. Oh, that was meant to be. That was meant to be. You've done really well if you stopped him pulling already. That's really good. You must have a lot of experience though, Dawn, with regards to that. Anyway, Beaslebus saying, but then something unexpectedly happened and this perfectionist kid was broken. People close to me did nothing to help me, so I thought the best way was to close myself entirely off to society. Do you know what? That by the sounds of it was key. People expecting you to be perfect all the time, and you just thought, do you know what? I'm shutting shop. I need to be on my own. You're finding the answers within. Shutting yourself off to society is. I'm very introverted, believe it or not. I sound like I'm extroverted now, but I've a deep introvert really, and I need me time, alone time, and I love my time alone. I love me time. I love shutting myself off from society as well. I think that if you used, a lot of people can't do that. A low vibrational, egotistical individual, Beelzebub, wouldn't be able to shut themselves off from society. They need that external validation. They're addicted to it. Don't get me wrong, external validation is nice sometimes. Someone says, oh, you're a nice person, or whatever, a pat on the back. It's nice, don't get me wrong. But the true healing is internal, isn't it? Within. Sounds like you've done a lot of deep work there, Beelzebub. A lot of hard work, but deep work. So well done to you, by the way. Adam, we're back. Yes. Adam, I got a dodgy phone call, ringing me loads of times. I thought it was the hospital ringing me about my shift on Sunday. And they were saying, I'm sorry if you've already heard this, but they were on the phone, they were going, what's your postcode? What's your postcode? I'm like, what do you mean, what's my postcode? We've got delivery. Tell us your postcode. It's coming now. Trying to create a sense of urgency. I'm like, what's being delivered? Give us your postcode. Give us your postcode, they were saying on the phone. I'm like, what are you delivering? It's Sky. I thought, you fucking lying little... I swore at them. They were trying to... Be careful of these dodgy phone calls, by the way. People telling you... someone tells you to tell you the postcode. Be careful of these dodgy scamming calls. They just tried to get me then. They rang me 4 times during my live, and then I had to stop the live that I was doing previously just to take the phone call, and ended up with that shit. Anyway, be careful. Adam's saying, yo, we're back, baby. We're back. Sandy's saying, Dawn, Brad and I are celebrating 10 years of our relationship tomorrow. Yeah, we are. Sorry, Sander. Yes, we are. We've been together for 10 years. 10 years. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Kirsty saying Sander wants to be best friends. That's kind. That's very nice of you. Adam saying, I got timed out by wizards and witches. What's wizards and bloody witches, Adam? Saint Andrew Pierre. Hello, Saint Andrew Pierre. How long has it been since you lad had a BRASS, lad? What's a BRASS? What's that? Elaborate what that means. What does that acronym stand for? I don't know what it means, so I can't answer it. Don't say it's not been easy. He's already given me a black eye and pulled me off my feet. Shit. Ooh. Yeah, challenging you back. Basically, it's who's top dog, Dawn, isn't it? Who's the leader of the pack kind of thing when you're dealing with a dog that's pulling. It's who's the leader of the pack. You've got to show them who's the alpha, really, in that situation. Who's the boss? Because if you don't lead the dog will lead you. And you don't want that, of course. But it's much more challenging if it's a dog that's you've inherited, isn't it? That from somebody else. And if that dog's had its first few months or years of not being disciplined, it's harder to break those bad habits. It sounds like you're doing a great job, though, to Dawn, of course. And I'm saying people don't like real history. Some people might not do. I like real things. Truth hurts sometimes, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have things real than fake. Me personally. Beelzebub saying what I did, only sleep, woke up, exercise, and I realised I can't live like this. Plus, I have dogs and a cat. I want to provide the best life for them. Shows a lot of kindness from yourself there. But sometimes you need to recharge and you need to decompress, Beelzebub, from the external humanity, you know, like have a bit of time to yourself, recharging, sleeping, eating, exercising, basics, but then recharge and then you're ready to go again. Sometimes we need that. It's good that you've done that. And it shows that you're a kind person wanting to look after the animals that you're with. You're treating them like family by the sounds of it. Leighton says hi. Hi, Leighton. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. Nice to meet you. Hi back to you, Leighton. Dawn saying, one sec. Oh my God, happy anniversary. Thanks. Thank you. Adam says, happy Easter, by the way. Happy Easter to you, Adam. O'Neill, welcome back, O'Neill. We're still going. Welcome back. You've been singing your heart out to Wolf Alice all day. It's really not a bad job. Yeah, driving around, chilling your head out, putting your tunes on. Don't say, I'm so glad, Brad. That's brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've mentioned it a few times. There was a band 6 going and the money's shit. The responsibilities are shit. The responsibilities of what you've got to do is I don't think, I'd love to deal with it. Do you know that challenging person at work? You've got to directly deal with them. You've got to directly deal with them and they're unreasonable and you can never fix them. I don't want to deal with that shit. No, thank you. It's like a unsolvable problem sometimes with some people because they're never accountable, they're never wrong, they're unreasonable. You can't really solve that problem. It's good luck with that. Not going to work. And that's what that job would bring. I don't want to do that. Anyway, I'll carry on. It's all good. Adam sending love and respect. Of course, I've had a lot of dark thoughts because of my fur babies. I can't leave them. You can't leave them. Oh no, you shouldn't. Neither should you either. Neither should you either, Beelzebub. You've had a lot of dark thoughts. Guess what? Me too. My thought process can go there sometimes too. Still now. I've got to keep it in check. Absolutely. We're supposed to move, Adam's saying. Yeah, we're supposed to be active. You can't be sedentary all your life. Just sit there. You're going to suffer. Like on the topic that I'm on about, you're going to suffer. If you don't move around, you're not doing anything, your body's going to give. Like, if you laid in bed for long enough, what would you end up with? Pressure sores. You'd end up with sores. If you laid for too long, these pressure sores become necrotic and your body's just like basically rotting. That's what happens to some people that are in bed for too long. They get bed sores and they can be and they become infected. That's from not moving. Imagine if you didn't move at all, you did nothing for too long. Pressure sores were meant to move. Absolutely. O'Neill says, hi, it's me again. Okay. Welcome back, O'Neill. Don't say, do a live from work and start talking about psychopath surgeons. Oh, it'd be fucking great, that. Here's this socially backward cunt who's a surgeon. I'd love to do it. I'd get sacked, though. I'd get absolutely sacked. Here's Bob. He's an impossible cunt. He's the bottom of the barrel. See you next Tuesday. He is Dr. Dipshit. Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great content, but I'd get sacked. I'd get sacked. JT the Goon, 1980. Cheers to you. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Brad. I'll read your comment, of course. Happiness is not real. Being happy is a temporary feeling. Do you agree? I think happiness is real. However, I agree with it is a temporary feeling. It ebbs and flows. There's ups and downs, JT the Goon. There is ups and downs. There's what is happiness? It depends on your perspective. What's the intensity of that happiness? Depends on the perspective, depends on the situation. You're happy all the time? Are you No, I don't think you are. I agree with that. It's temporary. It's up and down. Can you feel content though? Can you change it a little bit? Do you know what? This situation's a bit shit, but I'm just going to appreciate this or that. That can make you feel a bit more content, a bit more accepting of the situation that you're in, and bringing you closer to that happiness. I do agree that I think happiness is real. So I don't agree with that. You're saying happiness is not real. My personal opinion is that it does exist, of course. However, does it ebb and flow up and down? Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. I'll move on. And I'm saying, and if you feel like your cat is left out the building, try garden patios for it, or even a lead and take the cat for a short walk. My only issue with cats, Adam's saying, or people see profits in it like dogs. So they start inbreeding, which causes mainly health problems. 4 out of 5 of my aunt's cats are mostly inbred. Yeah, that's people being greedy, isn't it, Adam? People being egotistical. Again, going back to low vibrational, using animals to make money, which is it's okay if it's done in a healthy, respectful way. But sometimes people are just inbreeding, forcing. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting the words out wrong. But not being responsible with the animals and trying to profit from them without regarding their health is irresponsible and not okay, Adam. I agree. Not that I know a lot about breeding cats, because I just don't, but it is sad. So O'Neill says, hi, it's me again. Don't say I'm going to find a urination station. Good luck on your urination station quest, Dawn. And a coffee. Enjoy. Ronan's back. Welcome back, Ronan. How's it going? STRX Cookies, everyone's joining up now. Glad to see more people in the live. Yes, it ebbs and flows, mate. And it's all good. Beaslebub saying, plus the other thing that make me want to change is I want to be rich. Okay. I'm very emotionally connected with animals, especially the stray one. A couple of times I want to rescue them, but I can't. Beaslebub, Dawn, who's on here, she has rescued horses, ponies, dogs, cats. She'll know a lot about that, by the way. You're very emotionally connected with animals. I think a lot of people are. They're a lot more pure, aren't they? A lot more innocent. A lot more honest, let's say. I can understand why. You can't rescue everything, though, can you? You can't. I think you've got to be responsible as well, though, Beaslebub. Like, in an ideal world, you'd rescue every animal in the world, but it wouldn't be possible, would it? Because I have no money, so I promised I'll be rich, so I can rescue as much as possible. So that brings you back into the capitalism fray, doesn't it, Beaslebub? It's part of the world, so you manage that the best you can. Getting yourself a job or an income, whichever way that is, will help you achieve that. It's getting the right balance, isn't it, Beaslebub, by the sounds of what you're saying? So you can say, yes, scam calls are a pain. I do like messing around with them and wasting the time, though. Yes, playing with them. Azuki, I was really, basically, the person who ran me, I swore at them, if I'm honest. I was very annoyed. I wasn't very enlightened. I was swearing at them because they were trying to rip me off. Roach is saying that fight was entertaining. Who won the fight? Roach de Goober. Naddy. Hi, Naddy. Oh, gosh, I haven't been on here for a good while. How are we all? Hi, Naddy. Welcome back. We're just chilling. It's all good. Ron said, nice to meet you. Never met you before. Kajul. What are we ranting about today? Loosely ranting about, does suffering teach us anything? Do you think that suffering in life teaches us anything? Or do you think it's just pain and that's it? What do you think about that, Kajul? But I'm also reading the comments. Nundy Plume, you're saying the same thing you said last time. You've defecated yourself. You're in a mess of your own making there, Nundy Plume. Nundy Plume saying that they have pooed themselves in their pants. Thanks for sharing. Well done. Keep up the good work. I'm joking, of course. Does this happen often, Kajul's asking? Bizzlebub saying, thank you for hearing my rant. Sorry, my English was bad. It's not that bad, Bizzlebub. I can understand what you're saying. You're speaking clearly, so don't apologise. George Sinclair, what's up, my man? How you doing? George Sinclair saying, guys, if you want to make lots of money, play chess and invest money. I play chess, not as much as I used to. I like playing chess. I'm not amazing at it, but I'm good at it. I'm decent at it. I'm not saying I'm good because that would be a lie, but I'm good at it. I'm decent at it. Invest your money, yeah, that can help. Joy Sinclair. So I'm saying, if people don't like you, it's okay. You need to be concerned if dogs don't like you. Good point. Dogs are very attuned, aren't they? Yes. Don't saying Timmy doesn't look happy about Easter one bit. Yeah, he said he's not had enough mini eggs. He said he's just been laying mini eggs. He's got his own chocolate mini eggs that he lays every now and again. They're not the tastiest though, if I'm honest. So that's why he's a bit pissed off. I'll leave him there. So don't saying yes to Sander. Yummist 10, welcome back. Yummist 10 saying it teaches us that it's a game of survival, nothing more. Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. Doesn't teach us anything more. I think suffering does teach us more. In my opinion. Thank you for sharing, Yummist 10. Kirsty's in the hospital, having her medications. Hopefully she feels better soon. Yummist 10 saying more, not nor. Okay, no worries. Joy Sinclair, I read an article saying playing chess makes you lose a lot of weight because like the amount of energy your brain uses. I reckon, yeah, it's going to require cognitive abilities, yeah. Energy is required for thinking. It depends on what your intake is, though, as well, George Sinclair, of course. Joyce Sinclair saying, I believe what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yeah. Hitting rock bottom, going through the shit, and then getting up from it. Learning basically resilience then, isn't it? Joyce Sinclair's mentioned resilience there with regards to what suffering can... Joyce Sinclair is mentioning resilience there. So going through the hard shit, going through the shit, it builds your mental strength and resilience and your endurance. Absolutely. You've been through a lot, but I've learned lots from my suffering. Can you give an example of that, George Sinclair? Only if you want to, though, of course. No pressure. Thanks for sharing, by the way. I have to leave now. I'll see you soon. No worries, Kirsty. Take your time. Relax the best you can. George Sinclair says goodbye to Kirsty. Let me have a sip. God, I remember I took some amphetamines at one point, but these amphetamines were really strong. There's levels to amphetamines, by the way. And I took some and it was really pure. It was really, honest to God, it was so strong. It was so strong. I was up for 5 days. I didn't sleep for 5 days, which is abysmal. Not sleeping for 5 days, not eating well for 5 days, not drinking well for 5 days. I was younger. I was in my 20s, and I remember urinating, and it was painful. It was so painful, and I remember just like Oh God, the come down was horrendous. It took me about 5 days to recover from it, 6 days to start feeling normal again after this 5 day non-stop session. And then I was suffering, man. Oh mate, you wouldn't believe. I looked like shit. I felt like shit. So basically I've been self-harming in my own way by staying up all this time, and oh God, it was really painful, man. And I was suffering. But it was like, do you want to do this anymore? Do you want to do this again? Do you want to be around all these people that aren't really healthy, they're a bit messed up, and you're around them? And I was just and just led in bed on your own, just like suffering on your own, lonely and coming down. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. I'm not saying take drugs, because I'm not glamorizing drugs, because it's not good. And it really helped me to, that pain and suffering helped me to try and choose healthier options, let's say that. Don't say I'm going to drive back, hopefully catch up with everyone soon. Have an awesome day. No worries, Dawn. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's all good. We're chilling. Thanks for being on here again. Hope you're all right. And enjoy the rest of your day. So Joy Sinclair's giving a great example. Like, someone I know kept gaslighting me. And now I'm sort of like immune to it. So yeah, that's one example. That's a great example. What was I going to say then, Joy Sinclair? Gaslighting. So someone's gaslighting you. What is that going to look like? What's that going to sound like? Gaslighting is like saying, I do something to you. For example, I'm a bit of a narcissist. I punch you in the face. I disrespect you. I do something, and then you go, "Why have you done that, Brad? Why have you punched me in the face? Why have you disrespected me? Why have you been an asshole?" I go, "What you on about? I didn't do anything." But you go, "Yeah, you did. You punched me in the face." No, I didn't. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I think you're imagining things. What would I be doing? I'd be gaslighting. That's an example of gaslighting. It doesn't always look, that's not the best example, I know. There's lots of more specific examples. Joyce Sinclair says, "You don't make sense." That's what was said a lot. Yeah. Thanks, Joyce Sinclair. That's very specific, that. You don't make sense. What you're on about? You're not making any sense. But you're speaking clearly, you're speaking coherently. You're not making any sense. And then you could end up doubting yourself. What do I not make sense? Am I communicating badly? They're just trying to deflect away. They're trying to basically take away the blame from themselves, aren't they, in that situation? Or you're imagining things. That didn't really happen like that. I didn't mean that. What? You always get confused, don't you? You don't know what you're on about. You're being silly again. You're always silly. You're a bit forgetful. That's an example of gaslighting as well. Never underestimate the power of suggestion. Never underestimate the power of suggestion. Is very linked to gaslighting, in my opinion. You're just overthinking it. Hey, you're overthinking it. Like, no, I'm not. You've just fucking punched me in the face. You're a fucking prick. That's bang out of order. You're trying to say back to them. Yeah, you're overthinking it. Don't be silly. Let it go. Let it go. It's all right. And then a few days later, they punch you again. How dare you accuse me of that? That's a good one as well. How dare you? So don't blame. I've punched Zuki in the face. Not that I would, but I'm just giving an example. I've been horrible to Zuki. I never would, but just as an example. And how dare you accuse me of that? How dare you say that about me? That's not okay. That's gaslighting too. Gaslighting, I need to talk about that one time. That's an idea. Might just do that as a live. That's a good one. Sorry, I've just got an idea in my head. Thanks for sharing, Zuki. That's what you're going to come across in humanity, in the low vibrational, three-dimensional world that we're in. And you're trying to be high vibrational, trying to be a bit more deeper, trying to be a sensitive, empathetic person, trying to be a kind person. You're going to come across these types of people. Sometimes they're your family. If it's someone you don't really know, it's not so bad. Someone you work with, it's annoying. It's easy to deal with, but it's your family. It's a lot harder to deal with. Are those addicted to drugs bad people? I'd say definitely no, mate. Fucking no, they're not, George, in my opinion. Some of them might be. Don't get me wrong. You can't, I don't think you could stereotype people and put them all in the same box. I don't think that's fair. I've been in and around the drugs game, George Sinclair, when I was younger in my own way. I've always worked, but I used to sesh at the weekends. And I've been in and around like quite a lot of, like, quite streetwise. I am streetwise. And what was I going to say then? And I've been in and around people taking drugs, and I've been one of those people. I've fucking done it. And some of the people I've met, they're fucking sound. They're nice. They're not hurting anyone else. They might be hurting themselves with their habits or whatever it is. And some of them have been through shit, Joy Sinclair. They've been through some fucking horrible shit. And they just take drugs to help soothe them. You know, I'm not saying that's healthy or the best way, but that's what helps them overcome their pain. I used to do it in my own way. It's like a form of self-harming, taking drugs, really, if you want to look at it that way. But a lot of them, are they bad people? I'd say definitely not. No way. Most aren't, in my opinion. Some people think you take drugs, you're evil. That's it. That's so narrow-minded, isn't it? So that's not okay. I don't think that's the best. I think that's really harsh to think that, in my opinion. Just because people take illegal drugs means that they're bad and evil. Nah, I don't think that's fair. There's people that are evil that don't take any drugs. I think that they need love and help and support. And I think it's complicated. It's all different for each individual. So you're saying, yeah, those were the phrases my mum uses. I bet that's Zuki, that's you've received suffering via your mum, using those phrases to you. That's caused you suffering. I believe that's basically forged you into the person that you are now, though. That wisdom, you've attained a lot of wisdom. You've not done it the easy way, though. It's been the really hard way. But it's back to my point before. It can make it probably enhance your self-awareness and your resilience via that suffering that you've received, via the gaslighting from your mum, Zuki. You already know this, I know. But anyway, Joy Sinclair saying, me and my nan was having this argument because she believes they are, and I believe no matter how small we have or addictions, that doesn't define who we are. As humans, are we addicted? I think people in general, we like routines. Most people do. Are we addicted to something? Might be addicted to going to the gym, addicted to have your coffee, addicted to smoke, addicted to take drugs, addicted to drink alcohol. Alcohol's a bad drug in itself, but it's legal, so we accept it more, but it's a bad drug. It can be a bad drug. Depends on the user, though, doesn't it? We all have our addictions. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And there's such a wide variety of those addictions. It doesn't define who we are, though. No, it doesn't. I agree with you, George, by the way. So you can say, yeah, drugs doesn't inherently make you a bad person. No. Joyce Sinclair says, well, if you like selling it and making millions and taking advantage of users, yes, they are bad people. Yeah, that would be an example of a bad person. Yes. It's blaming and demonizing people. Zuki. Zuki saying it's blaming and demonizing people who may likely need support, and it makes it hard for those people to access help. And Zuki, if you're going to go down, let's say someone's being a bad person, imagine you've got a drug taker. They're a kind person, but they're troubled and they're taking drugs just to self-soothe themselves. Not saying it's healthy, I'm not saying it's the best thing to do, but that's what they're doing. But they're not hurting anyone else, they're hurting themselves. And then you've got someone else demonizing them, like, you're a bad person, you're disgusting, that's it. There's no help, there's no There's nothing. It's just all narrow-minded. I think the person that's being bad in that situation is the one that's pointing the finger. And sometimes when you point the fucking finger, you've got three pointing back at yourself. So when you're pointing the finger, you're the bad person. You're demonizing this drug taker. You've got three pointing back at you. That kind of situation. Anyway. Lauren. Hi, Lauren. Nice to meet you, by the way, Lauren. My name's Brad. This is the Inspirational Ambivert channel. Thanks for commenting, by the way. I'm going to read your comment. I'll understand it the best I can. Let me read what Lauren's got to say. Lauren's saying, sometimes someone who chooses to take drugs doesn't mean they're just bad. Sometimes it's self-medication. Not ideal, of course, but anyone who has tried to help themselves before in an unhealthy way. I've done it. I've done it. Lauren, I agree. Doesn't mean they're bad. It's self-medication. That could be legal or illegal things that they do. But it's not ideal. No, I agree, Lauren. Everyone's tried, and also, we've all tried to help ourselves the best we can at the time, and maybe that's not always been healthy. I think a lot of people will be guilty of that. You shouldn't feel guilty, but a lot of people will do that, yeah. Sandra's saying Gabro Mate is really good, by the way, really smart person, said don't judge addicts for what they do. Ask them why they started doing it in the first place. Look into the childhood traumas and past experiences. Yes, understand them better. Understand them better. What's the root cause of it? Understand people better. We need more of that in the world. We really fucking do. We really do. Not just black and white, narrow-minded thinking. That's good, that's bad. It's not that straightforward or simple sometimes. So I'm saying I grew up in a household that heavily judged addicts and was taught that people who are addicts are evil. I know so much better now. Sometimes deeply religious people can go down that thought as well. Not all religious people will do that. I'm not saying that, but some. Yeah, they're evil then. No, they're not. Most of them actually have got a good story to tell. I've met so many. I've been in and around it. I've met so many people that take drugs, and some of them have come from fucked up upbringings, man. I'm telling you now. But they were really good people. Some of them were really wise. Their addictions weren't wise, let's say, but they had some wisdom in them as well. Some people I've met that have been in that world, they're not all bad. Sandra's agreeing with Zuki and Lauren 100%. Abe says hi to everyone. Hi, Abes. Welcome back. Joy Sinclair saying, yes, Sandra, when you think about it, everyone is at least addicted to something. I agree. This could be sweets. What's the most addictive substance known to man? Sugar, refined sugar, or watching the footy every day, or cigarettes, or... What's the big addiction, Joy Sinclair? What are we on now? What are you on? Probably what you on now. What am I on now? On your phone. Think about how many people are addicted to that. I went to work, Joy Sinclair. I left my phone at home, and I felt like a deep sense of dread. Like, oh no, my phone. And I went home and got it. And I just thought, oh my God, I'm so addicted to it. Even though I'm aware of it, but I'm addicted to it. So I'm saying, George, exactly, 100%. Boiling Frog. Hi, Boiling Frog. Welcome back. And the Rojo, welcome back. Society. What do you mean by society, Boiling Frog? Rojo said, if suffering teaches us anything, it teaches us to accept our failures as well as our successes. Therefore, it gives. What does that give? It gives humility, doesn't it, to the situation? That's what thanks for sharing, Rojo. Absolutely correct. I agree, should I say. Accept your failures, accept your fuck-ups, as well as your successes. I think that can give you a bit more of that can lead to being more humble, in my opinion, in relation to what the Rojo said. Thanks for sharing, by the way. You're thinking of science. I don't know about that, Rojo. about the scientific aspect of what you're mentioning. I don't know. I can't think right now. You probably got something really intelligent to say because you're really smart. Anyway, we all deserve equal compassion. Yes. Compassion, understanding. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Hear the fucking story. Try to have some empathy towards others. Again, suffering can give you empathy towards others. If you've been through the shit, you've been to rock bottom, if you've, like I've taken drugs in the past, I've been around drug takers. I've fucking done it. True fuck. Like 10 years, mate. 10 years. I know it. I don't know everything about it, but I know a lot about it. And does it help me emphasize? That's why I have empathy towards people that do, because I understand to my own extent. A lot of the time, it's just you self-soothing with your addictions. If you're taking drugs, for example, I know there's levels to things. There's levels to it. There's lots of different scenarios with regards to that. But anyway, Joy Sinclair is then saying, well, one day with people like you, Brad, who stream this and talking about this will raise awareness, and there will be a day when we won't be able to be dating whether addicts need help or not, because we'll be more aware. I hope so, Joy Sinclair. I think it can be achieved one conversation at a time. People that are aligned to this will be open to this anyway. Some people never will be, Joy Sinclair, and that's just the way it goes. I believe in my underpinning thing why what I talk about is basically becoming more enlightened, becoming high vibrational, becoming more 5-dimensional. That's underpins everything that I talk about in my experience. I talk about narcissism, I talk about toxic people, I talk about fucking, I don't know, making sense of the world as best as I can, becoming high vibrational, becoming more free from this low vibrational world that we're in, ego driven, narrow mindedness, becoming more open minded, etc., etc. It helps to raise awareness, though. Absolutely, George Sinclair. Even if it's just a few people, I've only got so many people watching today, which is absolutely fine. Doing my little bit. Spreading light more, basically, mate. That's what it fucking is. It's spreading a bit more light on the darkness. We'll be more aware. That's achieved via conversation, but you need to be open-minded to begin with to even entertain such a conversation. Not everyone's going to do that, unfortunately, but the right people will. Anyway, it starts at parties and gets-togethers. Dark chocolate is beneficial in moderation. Yeah, it is. Dark chocolate is, absolutely. You know, dark chocolate on my iPad, is it like 70%, 85%, 90%? Dark chocolate's actually healthy for you, isn't it? Killer K, 666. What do you mean by that, Killer K? Hi to you anyway. My name's Brad. Why 666? Anyway, social structure of the UK can lead to drug. Social structure of the UK can lead to drug addiction. Yeah. Well, basically, if you're living in the United Kingdom, there's a sense of devolution. There's a sense of dread, maybe how society's running. Helplessness can occur. Living in a shitty, worn down town. There's no opportunities. There's no jobs. There's no prosperity or lack of prosperity that could lead to drug addiction. It does. I lived in a town that was like that, Boiling Frog. So yes, I understand that. Roger saying, I happen to have been exposed to Americanas as a young boy, and I've made a viral video of Yako's world in Mandarin Chinese. Interesting. Animaniacs. Was that not a... what's Animaniacs? Sorry, Americanas. What was that? I can't think of what that is, Roger. Are you from Cumbria? Not far. I'm actually from Lancashire, which is just south of Cumbria. Lake District is Cumbria, isn't it? So I'm not far from there, though. I don't live far from there. I read an article like drugs actually keep the economy stable. Interesting. Can you elaborate? Wisdom is mine. Hi, Wisdom is mine. Welcome back. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing well. You cried today for the sacrifice of Jesus. Jesus loves you. Thank you. Thank you for sending your love and respect. Happy Easter. Good Friday to you too. The Roger saying, though, I shouldn't have laughed. I feel so stupid. It's good to laugh. It makes you feel good. As long as you're not doing it on the back of somebody else, not laughing at someone else's expense, which I'm sure you're not doing. Don't feel stupid, man. You're really smart, Roger. You're on another level, mate. You're much smarter than I am. Definitely. That's what I think anyway. I'm from Barra. Where's Barra? Where's Barra, Boiling Frog? I can't think of what Barra is. I've never heard of it. Nathan. Hi, Nathan. How are you doing? My name's Brad. Nice to meet you, by the way. Talking from Disported, Barrow and Furnace. Ah, yeah. Yeah. It used to be a shipping port, didn't it? Barrow and Furnace. Is it Barrow and Furnace? I think that's gone downhill. No disrespect, by the way. But so's where I've lived. I lived in Darwin, Blackburn. They've gone downhill to fuck. So many places have gone downhill in the UK on another level. There's so many places that have gone downhill. Maybe all to an extent. Sandra's saying there's a girl pretending to work out, looks fit, and has 185 people watching her live. Yeah, that's how it goes. I remember I try to talk sensibly, deeply, as intelligently as I personally can, honestly, genuinely, things that are trying to self-improvement, thought-based kind of thing. Sometimes I talk silliness as well and have a bit of a laugh, which is needed as well in life, in my opinion. Can't be serious all the time. But in relation to what I'm saying is sometimes you flick your phone, you see loads of different lives. Of course you do. That's just the way this works. And I remember seeing one woman, she was like middle-aged, she was 50, right? Ish. Not super attractive, not ugly, average, 50. She had a little bit of cleavage showing. She was sat there saying, fuck all, saying nothing. And she had 500 people watching her, all commenting. That's how it goes, Sander. It's mad. I couldn't do that. Oh, there's people, you've seen the other stuff. There's a zombie guy, isn't there? There's bloody ice cream man who wears a toilet over his head with poo on it, which is just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. And he gets a lot of people watching. I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. If I wanted views and I was hungry for views, hungry for money or whatever else, that would probably help me achieve those things. However, I think I'd be selling myself short, or I wouldn't be in alignment with who I am as a person. And I think there'll be negative consequences for being like that. But that's just my opinion. So the growth that I've had on YouTube has been really like steady, slow, steady, natural. And it kind of attracts deeper type of thinking people, my content. Joyce saying, yeah, it's Easter on Sunday and I cannot wait because I'm getting a dark chocolate Easter egg. Nice, Joyce Sinclair. Oh, they're also saying, I've encountered dyslexics and I know better not than to laugh at them when they read my comments or other writing that I read flawlessly. It's very thoughtful of you, that, Rojo. Very thoughtful. Roger saying, wisdom is mine. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Oh, I think, Rojo, everyone has different beliefs. And just to respect other people's beliefs, really. I'm not religious myself, but I still respect other people's beliefs as long as they're not forcing it on me, if you know what I mean. That's my thoughts anyway. Boiling Frog says, Boiling Frog saying, I worked on the submarines. Yeah, it's gone right down the nick. I visit Lancaster frequently when socialising. Yeah, a bit more going on in Lancaster, isn't the Boiling Frog? It's an okay city, Lancaster. I think that's gone downhill too, though, if I'm honest. Like many other places. Used to work on the submarines. What was that like? And what did you do? Was you welding, engineering, or something else? Interesting. V.I. McCarthy says, shit. Okay. Shit. What shit? Is this shit? What shit? Elaborate on what you think is shit. Hi to you anyway, mate. My name's Brad. Nice to meet you. Quarry Spanish. You must suffer in order to change. Wow. You must suffer in order to change. If someone takes a Ozempic and loses weight, they've learned nothing. They're still unfit and still haven't grown as a person. I agree. Quarry Spanish. Ozempic is a... Please be careful. Anyone who's thinking of doing that, I am not a medical professional. I'm a nurse, but I'm not a medical professional. I am not giving advice. I'm giving my opinion, to be open and honest. However, Ozempic, what's it going to do? It's going to make you lose weight. Like that, fast. It's going to affect you. But basically, in a very basic way of saying this, it's you're going to lose muscle mass, you're going to lose weight, but that's going to come at a price. Your bone density is going to decrease. Not good long term. Your muscle mass is going to decrease. You need muscle, you need bone density. They're going to decrease as well. So you're going to lose weight short term, whatever happy days, but then you're going to be stuck on this medication. You're going to be a slave to that Ozempic. I think that it's not a good thing. The hard road will take you home. I agree with Quarry Spanish in my own way. It's a quick fix. Take the medication, drink it. Result. I think it's short-term gain, long-term pains. Quarry Spanish. Please be careful with that shit. Please be careful with that shit. And if you want to lose weight, do it the hard way, the old school way, which is dieting, nutrition, exercise. It can cause I think it's going to cause a lot of health problems going forwards for some people. Anyway, that's my opinion. That's all. V.I. McCarthy says, hi. Wow's feck. You are. What do you mean, V.I. McCarthy? You're saying yes. I don't know what you're saying. Do you want to hear a joke? Go for it, Joy Sinclair. Hyperlexic. I can study my script I desire and be literate within 15 minutes. Wow. That makes sense with what the way you present the Rojo is. You're very, very very descriptive and very specific, and you elaborate really, really well, really quickly. Therefore, sounded like very book smart. Anyway, what? So yeah, Sander, what? Okay. What is it? No, right. One sec. Oh, beautiful.
It's really nice.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Thanks so much. I've got a delivery. I've got a smoothie. Nice one. I've just had a smoothie delivery, of course. Cheers, guys. Basically, you learn things really quickly. I'm not. If I'm honest, Roger, I'm not like that. Credit to you, though. A gambler goes to a therapist, and the therapist says, bet you can't quit. Yeah, good one. Good one. V.I. McCarthy says, stop swearing. No, I swear. That's how I communicate. I use curse words sometimes. I say shit. I say fuck. I don't swear at people, but I do swear. That's how I communicate. When I'm in a professional setting, I won't swear. You know what I mean? Depends on the situation. I don't swear at people, but I use swear words sometimes. They're just words. And you're not going to V.I. McCarthy. You are not, and you don't have any control over how I communicate. You just focus on yourself a bit more, I think. Quarry Spanish saying good one. Yeah, it was a good one. The joke we're on about. Boiling Frog said, I was a painter on the submarines back in the mid 1980s, early 90s, and then got made redundant. Yeah, a lot of people did. Sorry to hear that, Boiling Frog. That's your income, isn't it? That's basically suffering as well. What did you do after that? After you got made redundant? That's suffering, isn't it? Back to the suffering topic a little bit here from Boiling Frog. You've got a job, you've got an income, you love what you might like your job, or you've got good benefits from that job. It's putting you food on the table, literally, and then you lose it. Suffering. Did you learn anything from being made redundant? Did it force you to do something else? Boiling Frog says mid. Okay. Quarry Spanish is then saying, yes, I don't and won't ever take Ozempic. I gym 4 to 5 times a week, very active. But for the people who are lazy and don't want to put in the work and continue to live as a glutton, no story arc, nothing learned. And Quarry Spanish, I don't think you get away with anything in life. I'm not on about karma. I'm on about fucking consequences. There's consequences. There's consequences for everyone. No one gets away with anything, in my opinion. If you want to be a rude, nasty person or a lazy person or whatever, you're going to fucking pay. You might have good consequences or bad ones. But what was I going to say then? You don't want to put in the work, though. Take your Ozempic. Oh, I'm just going to lose weight. Oh, I'm good. It's not going to end well, Quarry Spanish. I completely agree. Fair play to you for training so much. What smoothie did I get? I think it's got blueberries in it. It's got strawberries in it, I think. And that's it. Maybe some other things, but it tastes good. V.I. McCarthy, I can't read that. I don't know what it means. Roger saying, who else is familiar with Murray Shelley's Frankenstein? Great story, great book. I'm familiar with it. Yes, I've seen the movies. I've never read the book though. V.R. McCarthy saying, my sister has needs, and I swear in front of her. V.R. McCarthy, all you need to do is you get your finger and you flick and you watch something else. If you don't like the way I communicate, don't let me talk to this person, Sander. If you don't like the way I communicate, you don't like what I'm saying, you've got so many options. Why waste your time on this, what you're watching now, and then why do that? Live your life, man. Anyway, Joyce is saying, oh yeah, it's Good Friday today. I'm going to go chippy tonight and have fish and chips and curry. That sounds really nice, mate. Greek yogurt, blueberries, honey, banana, and strawberries. Thanks for telling me, Sander. I wasn't aware. Thanks. That's really healthy. Lovely. Thank you. Amazing. Healthy, mate. That's the way. Mary Shelley's book has no Igor nor Fritz, does it not? I didn't know that. I've never read the book, so I don't know. Julius Explorer. Hello, Julius Explorer. Have you ever took a shot and realised there's no toilet paper? Yeah, I have. Yes, Julius Explorer. If I'm completely honest, I have been to the toilet in the past and then realised there's no toilet roll. It's not a good day out, mate. It's a bit scratchy, isn't it? It's a bit not so nice. Not so clean cut, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I have, if I'm honest. John Sinclair saying, V.M. McCarthy, in all fairness, it's not targeted. He's not calling you a slag, is he? Not my fault, George. I think people just like, it's trolling George Sinclair. Basically, what's the world full of? Trolls, really. You wouldn't call a rude person a troll in society at work. You just call them an arsehole, wouldn't you? But it's just a troll's just a version of an arsehole, really. They're part of life, aren't they, George? As you know. V.R. McCarthy said, I'm going to report you. Go on then. Everything is evidenced. So they could look through this whole live and everything that's written is evidenced as well. I go to my YouTube studio, which allows me to edit my videos and stuff, but I've got everything documented. So go on, report me. Report me for what? Do it. Go for it. Cheers. Cheers, by the way, VR McCarthy. Cheers. You're not a very nice person, VR McCarthy. You're clearly troubled. Clearly troubled. Clearly something wrong there, isn't there? Something deep within that you're not working on. You're projecting onto others. You're suffering. Like, back to that topic. You are suffering, VR McCarthy. You must be suffering inside. I don't know your full story, but you must be suffering. You must not love yourself because you're trying to come on here, trying to incense negativity, trying to manipulate things, trying to make people feel unhappy, trying to point fingers and trying to be not a nice person. You're projecting because within there's problems. And I hope that you find healing and love within, but you need to change your ways, mate. If you carry on doing what you're doing, the misery will continue within. You won't solve anything. You'll just stay stuck. Therefore, that's the consequence. Anyway, live your life how you want to live it. I'm not here to... Your life, not mine. Roger saying Fritz, no, Igor was Frankenstein's lab assistant in the first film adaptation. And in the book, Victor Frankenstein worked alone and was a college dropout. Didn't know that. So I'm saying, Brad, this troll is saying he will report you. I know. I removed him, her, another bitter loser. Yeah, another bitter person. That's what they do. Duelist Explorer, thank you for understanding. No worries, mate. Oh, what you asked was, I bet it's happened to most people, mate. Let's be real. We're just saying, LOL, Igor, it's eager. The way to say Igor, eager, I didn't know. George Sinclair saying, I think VR McCarthy's left. Yeah, sadly, that troll's gone. They've been, whatever, they've gone. Joyce Sinclair saying, I've got to say this, it's my first time seeing your channel. All right, cool. And it's been amazing. Like, usually I don't feel comfortable enough to engage, or I just mess about, but this time it's been good. Yeah, no worries, Joyce Sinclair. Welcome on here, mate. Yeah, great to see you on here, to be fair. What was I going to say then? I'm glad that you feel comfortable to share. That's the type of environment I want to create. That's my intention. It's collaborative consciousness, really. Not just me thinking and saying everything with all my ideas. A lot of other people a lot of people that come on here are more intelligent or wiser than I am, and I learn from them too. So it's a collective consciousness, really, that we all contribute towards the conversations. Sometimes it's deep, etc., etc. And other times it's just silliness. But at the same time, though, George Sinclair, you do get trolls on here as well, as you do in life, and you just got to deal with them, haven't you? So it's all good. You're more than welcome on here anytime you want to, whenever I'm live. Igor is a Croatian name. Sander says, thanks to the Rojo. Roger says, I knew it was at least Slavic. Right, thanks, Sander. Thank you. It sure is, yeah. I think Mary Shelley, not that I'm an expert on Mary Shelley, I think she struggled to get a book released because she was a female writer. I think it took her a while to become, I think I might be wrong, but I think it took her a while to become accepted. I think she got a lot of, if I remember correctly, I might be wrong though, her book was not allowed to be released because of the sexism at the time, let's say. Correct me if I'm wrong though, Rojo might know more about that than I do. Well, probably will know more about that than I do. Vladimir. Hi, Vlad. How's it going, Vladimir? Welcome, comrade. Cheers. Santa says, LOL, Vladimir. Slavic magnetism. Okay. All right. Whereabouts are you from, Vladimir? Hope you're okay. Good evening, Vladimir, Rojo says. Joyce Sinclair says, I don't read, so I don't care. Fair enough. Roger's saying also part Slav myself, but I do watch movies. Joyce Sinclair saying. I'm going to chill for a little bit. I'm going to drink this smoothie. Vladimir says, good evening to you too, Roger. Roger says, I don't know. It means I don't know. Sorry. Right. Thanks, Roger. Thank you for correcting me. Some people, when they get corrected, they get really defensive, don't they? Like, they're insecure. And they get really annoyed when you correct them. I'm not like that. I'm okay with it. I think, all right, cheers. I appreciate it. By the way, you're in the motherland. You're from Russia. Is it Russia? What I'm assuming here, Vladimir. I could be wrong. How's life in Russia? I'm interested to know. Or is it somewhere else? I'm guessing here. Roger saying, Vladimir, Europe, Siberia, or Caucasus? Caucasus, or is it? I can't pronounce that properly. So I'm just going to speak a little bit. So what we're going to be doing in the future, I assume that too. I think most likely European Russia. Yeah, that's what I'd assume too. What was I going to say then? I'm trying to think. Yeah, so going forwards with the channel that I've got over 500 subs. Amazing. It's an achievement for me. I've got over 3,000 watch hours. This morning, I've applied for the YouTube partnership program, which means it's going to become monetized. Great for me. It took me 15 months to get here. 15 months, which is, a lot of people might think that's really slow growth. And maybe that's true for a lot of people. But for me, that's how it's gone. Because I've been doing it genuinely, honestly as I can. Not being crazy or anything like that. I've not done, my content's not about that. So it's been genuine, real content tends generally, self-improvement based, tends to grow a lot more slowly than outrageous clickbait kind of content, which I don't want to do. But anyway, I'm there now. I'm going to be changing. I'm going to be creating what we're going to be doing in the near future. I'm going to be, like, I've got the situation now. I've got environment now. I've got books elevating Timmy. I've got books elevating this Happy Easter sign. It's not the best, but it's something. But I'm going to have a desk. I'm going to make it look a little bit more polished, let's say. I'm going to be creating memberships. I'm going to be creating a Discord for those people that join. Not that you have to. I'm not going to put any pressure on it. I'm going to try and sell some products on here the best I can that are self-improvement based, like journaling, digital journaling things or whatever it is. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go going forwards. Sorry, I'm just going on a little bit of a rant there. What does monetize mean? Okay, basically, mate, George Sinclair, anyone can pick up a phone and create a live most of the time, or they can create content. It's a really easy thing to do, but you don't get paid for it. So to become paid on YouTube, you need there's two stages. First one is 500 subs, right? And you 500 subscribers. That takes time to achieve that. Like, it took me 15 months to achieve that. It took a lot of hours, a lot of graft. Anyway, then you need 3,000 watch hours, not from shorts, but from longer term videos like lives or edited videos like of 10 minutes, for example. You need 3,000 watch hours within a year. And then you get onto the YouTube partnership program. Once you've got to the 500 subs, 3,000 watch hours, that means that you can get Super Me stickers, so people could give you money if they wanted to. You can't do that right now because I've not opened that up yet. I've not had that achieved yet, unlocked yet. You can sell products on here, and you can What else can you do? You can create memberships, which you can receive money from. The other one, the next one up is 1,000 watch hours with I tell a lie, 4,000 watch hours, and then within a year, and 1,000 subscribers, which I'm not at yet. That then gets you paid for ads. You don't get paid loads though. You don't get paid loads. If you're at that level, you're not earning massive money doing this. Most people, Joy Sinclair, don't become monetized on YouTube. A lot of people don't earn anything from it. This is not always me, just speaking facts. I think around 90 or 92% of channels are not monetized at all. So very few make it, if you want to call that making it. Anyway, I'm ranting on a bit, mate. Why do I do this? I actually really genuinely enjoy doing this. I love self-improvement. I love deeper topics. I love learning new things. I love communicating honestly and openly. That's why I love doing this. I try to help people the best I can, of course. Anyway, yeah, that's that. Vladimir saying, we're in Russia, where your family living in Rojo. Rojo saying, it's no wonder neither that vodka is the alcoholic beverage I tolerate best. Even then, I don't drink it. Instead, I use it as mouthwash. Vodka's really, have you ever had neat vodka, mate? Brutal. Rojo saying, I actually live in Australia. My family's roots are in Britain, Germany, and Poland. That's a variety there, Rojo, isn't it? Vladimir says, I got that, Rojo. I meant your family when they were here. Joy Sinclair saying, wait, Rojo, why do you have a crown with a number 2 on it? Vladimir says, oh, got it. Rojo saying, I started learning Russian because a neighbour spoke what sounded to me like it, but turned out to be Polish. Crime and Punishment's a great book. Fyodor Dostoevsky, I can't pronounce it right. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. Fyodor Dostoevsky was a great author. Crime and Punishment's a great book. Great book. Way ahead of its time. Anyway. And there's a lot of other books. He wrote The Idiots. I've not read that though. I've only read one of his books, if I'm honest, but Russian, is it realism? They had some great authors anyway. Leo Tolstoy is another one as well, isn't it? War and Peace. Vladimir saying, wow, Roger, what a way to start. What level of proficiency? Roger says it's still broken, but it helps that I could already read Cyrillic. I don't know what that is. Good job, brother, Vladimir is saying. Second most prolific commenter, I believe the crown is for. All right, yeah, it is. The person who's been engaging the most. That's what that is. Fyodor Dostoevsky, Sanders saying. The Russian author, anyway. Boy the Frost said, have family live in Australia from Perth. Go by the name of Stilling, okay? The most, what are your opinion?
Fyodor Dostoevsky.
Oh, thanks. I won't say it right. Forgive my pronunciation. It's not always perfect. Let's be real. The most frequent commenter gets a number 1. Yeah, they do. That's what you meant. Thanks for explaining that. Joy Sinclair says, what are your opinion on religion? My opinion. Joy Sinclair, what's my opinion on opinions on religion? I think all religions point to the same things. They point to source. This is my opinion. I don't force it on anyone. This is just my opinion, mate. You don't have to agree with me. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. Because loads of people won't, which is okay. I think all religions have good quotes and stories in them that we can learn from. Wise stories. They can help people. I don't think one religion is better than the other. Not my God's a real God. No, this one's a real God. I don't believe in that particularly. I think religions, if they're followed correctly, can be a positive thing for people, and people use them and utilize those, and that's a good thing, in my opinion. However, I think all religions point to the same thing, which is source. I'm a spiritual person, let's say. I have spiritual beliefs. I believe there's another side. I believe in reincarnation. I could be wrong, though. But I do believe there's another side. I believe there's a lot going on that we can't even, there's a lot of frequencies that we're not attuned to, Joyce Sinclair. I believe there's another side. I believe we're here to grow through the suffering. I think the school of life is very low. It's a very dense place to be in the world. And I think it's very, there's a lot of challenges being on this earth. A lot. So that's my thoughts. I don't know if you agree with me, but there you go. You don't have to agree with me. And understand why people wouldn't. I don't believe in I don't believe you should force your ideals onto anyone else either. I don't agree with that. I believe in autonomy. Let people choose what they want to choose. Believe whatever you want to believe in. Or don't believe in what you don't want to believe in. That's absolutely fine too. Santa saying that's my favourite book of all time, Crime and Punishment. It's a great, great novel. A great novel. A masterpiece. Roger saying Cyrillic is the alphabet used to write Russian. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. English uses Latin. Vladimir saying Cyrillic uses some Latin though. Interesting, but only some. Boiling Frog saying all religion. Vladimir saying, do you find Russians hard to learn or easier, Roger? I had a feeling you were saying, good job, brother. I think he said, Roger saying. Joyce Sinclair said, I used to be religious, but my pain and suffering sort of made me feel pressure to forgive others and always be kind. But since I was at a dark time in my life, I simply couldn't follow it. Sometimes though, mate, you're in pain, you're in suffering, and forgive everyone. Forgive, but don't forget. You forgive though. If someone's been horrible, done something terrible, you might forgive them just to give yourself peace, and that's it. That's it. That's my opinion on that. Sometimes people have done horrendous things and you're thinking, I don't think you're a nice person. I think you're a piece of shit. What you've done is disgusting. And I'm going to forgive the actions of what you've done just because it's going to make me feel better in myself. It sounds really selfish, that, but sometimes that's the best you can do. But if you simply couldn't follow it, well, that's absolutely fine too, Joyce Sinclair. You shouldn't feel bad about that either. Joyce Sinclair said a bit, no, that's fair enough. Yes, Roger, on the previous comment, Vladimir is saying. Roger saying, I heard once about the dog syndrome, where a listener could not speak a language but could understand it in context. I suppose it's the tone, isn't it? You can understand the tone, body language. That can help you interpret what people are saying to an extent, even if you don't understand the language, the Roger. Joyce Sinclair saying, but now I see it that as anything pointing towards religion or against it, it's just speculation and not objective. Yeah, speculative. Like saying, oh yeah, this book written 2,000 years ago, it's the only one, it's the one true God, guys. Is it? Yeah. And if you don't believe in this book, then you're gonna burn in eternal hell. Oh, that's nice. Am I? Yeah, you are. So you better believe it. You have better of the fear of God. Believe in this book. This is the fucking only way. This is the one true God. All the other gods are false. And I think that's just speculation. Yeah. No. Not for me personally. That's not for fucking me, mate. I think no, mate. No. Anyway, I agree with you, Joyce Sinclair, with that. But again, if someone else is religious, I work with different people from all over the world. I work in the hospital, Joyce Sinclair. I work as a scrub nurse. Sorry if you've heard this before. I'm a scrub nurse. I help the surgeon with the instruments for hip replacements, knee replacements, and whatever else that we're doing on that day. But I work with a lot of people from different speak different languages. A lot of people from different nationalities, and some of them are religious, and they're absolutely sound people, man. Some of them are sound. And I don't believe in their religion, but they're nice. I still take them as they are. Are they a good person? That's all that matters to me personally. Roger's then saying, one has to really immerse oneself in a language to properly learn it. Well, yeah, to truly understand it is to truly live through it. Yeah, true. Roger, absolutely. So I'm saying the book changed my life forever, Brad. Why did Crime and Punishment... I can understand why, but elaborate if you can, Sander. Why did Crime and Punishment change your life forever? Sorry, I've got a story. I was once stood outside of a pub years ago. I was smoking and I was having a beer. And this guy was speaking to me about books, and he recommended me loads of books to read. He said, read 1984. He said, read Crime and Punishment, he said, read Brave New World. And I read, and I listened to him, and I read every book he mentioned, and it changed my perspective on life. I was about in my mid-20s then. So yes, I can see why the Crime and Punishment would change your perspective on life, deeper psychological understandings there. Vladimir says, true. Sanders then saying, I was reading it and was so captivated and experienced a lot of epiphanies while reading it. And mind you, in Croatia, we were made to read this around age 17. That's a really good thing that Croatia's done to its youth there. Read Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. It's a great book. If more people read that and understood it, I think the world will be a better place. That's my opinion anyway. They give it to you early in Croatia. Well, that's actually smart. Really smart. Vladimir says it was nice chatting with you guys. See you next stream. Vladimir, peace and love to you, mate. Peace and love to you. I hope you're okay. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being with us. Thanks for sharing your perspectives and your story, a little bit of your story. Respect to you. Fist bump to you, mate. It's all good. Justin Clare said bye to Vladimir. The Roger saying, in 2020, I got to hold one. I was initially concerned as he appeared to be squirming. If he wriggled free, he might get hurt, but no, he was just coming in for the landing and he trusted me. What was that relation to, Roger? Sorry. Thanks for sharing. Yorick says hi. Hi, Yorick. Cheers. I'm drinking a smoothie, mate. Happy Easter or whatever, whatever. Happy Easter, mate. I'm not working, so I'm good. I am working in my own way. This is me working, believe it or not. I treat this like a business. Anyway. Justin Clay says, I can't read me because I find it very difficult to imagine the whole thing like pool. Sorry for the typo. No worries, mate. You can find it difficult to imagine like people and places or when you're reading, because that's what you're doing. You're imagining, aren't you, once you're reading? Audiobooks can be good, George. Audiobooks can be good for me personally, but everyone's different. We all learn differently. We all like different things, which is fine. Not one size fits all, mate. Cake and Summer, hey mate, nice watching you live. Thanks, Cake and Summer. Welcome back. How are you? Great to see you on here again. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I am. Hope you're doing well too. Roger saying happy trails to Vladimir. Sanna's saying this is Sanna's why she loved Crime and Punishment as a book. I was completely immersed in the main character, Rodinus. Sorry, I'm probably saying it wrong. Radion's suffering and his thoughts and emotions he was going through. It was explained so vividly and deeply psychological, wasn't it? I opened my eyes towards the fact that you will not escape yourself for your wrongdoing in life. And if you do bad things and create shit, terrible choices, you can create hell for yourself, and the price is so high being greedy bad person. Fucking love that, Sander. Crime and Punishment is about the guy, he kills somebody, doesn't he? He steals from someone and he kills somebody, and then he has to live with his, psychologically he's tormented inside. Crime and Punishment, the main character in the book. You don't get away with anything. There's consequences. I'm not about karma here. Karma is another topic, but I believe in consequences. I don't think you get away with being a nasty, horrible person. Or doing bad things. I think you pay for it. And sometimes that's like, imagine, and also on another note, you can create your own suffering by, you make a mistake, you do something terrible. You could kill someone by accident or something like that, which is in relation to Crime and Punishment. And you can feel terrible about that. It could haunt you for the rest of your life, but could it make you become a better person in the future? Maybe if you internalize it and work on it. Thanks for sharing that, Sander. Roger saying, the time a lady introduced me to her pet rabbits and even let me hold one of them. Ah, okay. Cool. Happy Easter, Sander, Brad, and Timmy. Happy Easter. Timmy says hi. How are you doing, Yorick? Yeah, I've read that. Joyce Sinclair saying, I'm going off to sunny Spain in September. I cannot wait. It'll be here before you know it, Joyce Sinclair. I'm going to Croatia next month. 2nd of May, I'm going to Croatia. I go there every year. I go there. Bloody hell, I've been going there for 10 years. At least once a year. Cake and Sam says, lovely to see you alive and kicking. New day, new beginning, making the most of my day. Cake and Sam, do you know what? This is my thoughts as well. This is the new year. This is the real new year, in my opinion, in line with nature. April Fool's Day. They call, this is my belief anyway. April Fool's Day is the real new year because it's in line with nature. They called it April Fool's Day so that they wanted you to say that you're a fool if you believe this is a new year. And they say New Year's Eve is January the 1st, but I don't think the real New Year's then. That's winter. The real New Year is just occurred now. It's just happening now. So make your resolutions now. That's my opinion. In line with nature, the birth of beginnings, new beginnings, whatever. That's my thoughts. Roger saying, holding the rabbit as one would a cat just felt right. I'm trying to understand that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Sandra's saying, Brad, talking about this book is making me emotional. That's how deeply and permanently it has affected me for life. Yeah, and Sandra, there was this guy that read loads of books that I was speaking to randomly outside of a pub years ago. He said, read that book. And he kept saying it and saying it. And he said, read 1984, read, he said another few other books. He said, read Crime and Punishment, read 1984 and read Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Aldous Huxley's a great author too. Fucking amazing. And it really did, it opened my mind. It opened my mind. That was in my mid-20s when I discovered those books. But anyway, reading can be really powerful, really, really good for you. Reading got me away from my addictions, basically. It helped me to become a better person, a stronger, healthier person, let's say. Sorry, I'm just drinking my drink. Cheers to everyone else anyway. One moment. Drinking my smoothie. It's a bit... It's really tasty, but it's taking a long time to slow down. Sorry about the noises there. Some Nazi war criminals got away with it. Maybe they did, Boiling Frog. So you could believe that some people don't suffer consequences. They had to escape, though. They had to leave their life. They had to move away. Argentina, is it, that they went to, some of them. You see, it's like it's natural. Okay, Joyce Sinclair. And because it's Easter and knowing the Easter Bunny icon, mentioning my tender memory of holding a pet rabbit felt appropriate. Yes, in line with that. Joyce Sinclair saying, because like if you do something bad and become greedy, it's good in the moment, but in the long run, it will just be bad. Yes, a lot of the time it will. Especially if it's on the back of other people. Cake and Summer says, hello to Sandra. Hope you're doing well too. Love to see you around as well. Thank you, Cake and Samba, for your kindness. Thank you so much. Joyce Sinclair saying, not karma or chance, it's just what happens. Yep. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. That can work positively or negatively, can't it? Or in between. It's kind of saying, oh, happy Good Friday and blessed Easter to you too, Yorick. Santa says hi to Cake and Summer. Joyce Sinclair saying, people will fall out with you sooner or later. You will lose everything. Not everyone will fall out with you, in my opinion. Some people will, mate. Sometimes they do, George. Fucking right they do, unfortunately. Sometimes it's for right or for wrong. I don't know whether they fall out with you or not. And I don't think everyone will in every situation, but some will. That's what happens when you're mean and greedy. I get what you're saying. Oh, yeah, sorry, George, I misinterpreted that. If you're mean and you're greedy, at some point, people are going to figure it out. They're going, oh, this is a self-centered, egotistical, narcissistic, greedy, selfish bastard that's really mean. I can see through their superficial charm. I know what they're up to. I don't want nothing to do with them. That bridge is therefore burnt, and you stay away from them. And if you're mean and greedy, like Joy Sinclair's saying, eventually people are going to get see through it. They're going to get fed up of it. I agree. Evie says hi. Hi, Evie. How are you? Zig saying, I'm off for the day now. Thank you, Brad. Take care. Thanks for being here, Zuki. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good Friday. Enjoy Good Friday, whatever you want to call it. Rose saying, I agree. If it's a wild rabbit, the one I held was a pet. Oh, right, okay. Evie says hi again. Sarah saying, Easter bunnies are a Western concoction. Where I'm from, our traditions are much more traditional for Easter. What are they, Sander? What's the Croatian tradition with regards to that? It's a westernized thing, yeah, I'd say. I can see why I'd say that. Leighton has just subscribed. Thank you for anyone that's liked and subscribed. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you, Leighton. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. Evie saying hi over and over again. Blake Rook. Hi, Blake Rook. Welcome back, mate. How you doing? That's why you should worship nature and not any other god. Do you know what, Blake Rook? I believe in that too. Be in alignment with nature. If you eat seasonal fruits and vegetables that are naturally grown, it will give you more health more than likely. In alignment with nature, Mother Nature. Mother Nature always wins. Always wins. I agree. Thanks for sharing, by the way. George Sinclair saying, make to think that we're closer to 2030 than lockdown. It's crazy how fast it goes, George Sinclair. Evie Bray saying hi, loads again. Welcome back, Dawn. Welcome back. Easter is a pagan fertility festival, hence the eggs and rabbits, which are symbols of fertility. Yes. Thanks for sharing that. You've said it better than I could. I agree. Thanks for pointing that out. I agree with that. Absolutely. Joyce Sinclair said, like, I remember when Boris was saying, you must stay out. You must stay out at home. Fucking hell, it was awful. We're on about lockdown there, aren't you, Joyce Sinclair? You must stay at home. What does that mean in a nutshell? Divide and conquer. Stay at home. We're going to divide and conquer you. Stay at home. We're just going to completely fuck the system up. Yep. Roger says, see you soon, Zuki. Evie, it's just saying hi. You're helping my algorithm, Evie. Can you say anything else other than hi? Evie, why are you repeating hi all over and over and over again? Why? Why do that? Anyway, it helps my algorithm, by the way, so thanks. So it's trying to say in the UK, Easter is more for kids and Easter egg hunts. And in Eastern Europe, we celebrate the rebirth and hope. I prefer the rebirth and hope bit. It's become very, in the modern age though, it's just like capitalism age, let's say in England or America maybe, or whatever. It's just like Easter, chocolate eggs, bunnies, not much depth thought to it. It's just that, isn't it? Yum, 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 chocolate. Consume, 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 isn't it? Mindlessly. No deeper meaning for a lot of people, sadly, anyway. Depends which way you want to look at it. I look at it as a new year kind of thing. Spring, hope, birth. Birth of opportunities, birth of anything. That's the way I look at it as. That's my own opinion. You don't have to agree. Suki says, goodbye to you too. What books are those? I've got loads of books here. I'm not going to read them all out now, Zuki. Not Zuki. Sorry, Yorick. Man's Search for Meaning is a great book. Oh, amazing. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. Read that. One of them's that. Man's Search for Meaning. A beautiful book about the Holocaust. It's very, very, oh, what a great book that is. One of my best books I've ever read. Wow. That's a very spiritual book. It's about severe suffering in the Holocaust and about he survives it, doesn't he? He survives it. It's harrowing. It's suffering on another level. It really is. And how he comes, he got through it, and it's a really good book. Fuck me. Anyway, Evie's just stop spamming Evie. Enough of that one. You've been timed out. Well done, Sander. Evie was on here before and it's been okay, and then we're just repeating the same thing. That book is so powerful, Brad. That guy was wise to recommend it to you. Yeah, the guy I speak to, I only spoke to him once in my life. We were drinking, and he recommended these really. He said these will change your life, and he kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And I thought he was there for a reason in my life for that very one moment. And I thought, I wisely listened to him. So that's the power of being open-minded. On being open, when you're open-minded, you're open to receiving other people's opinions, even if they don't agree with them completely. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Listen to what they've got to say. Choose what you utilize with the information they provide to you. But it can, if you listen to the right advice, it can really help you in your life. George is saying, Sander, tell Evie Bray to stop. George, I agree. Sander sorted it. A person, every day is a new day, because every day brings us new challenges for us to overcome and make ourselves a better person. By beating these challenges, no matter how difficult, you can fucking achieve it. He didn't say fucking, but I just wanted to add it on the end. A person, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice to meet you, by the way. My name's Brad. You might have been on here before, but I think you might have been on here before. But anyway, if you haven't, nice to meet you. Every day is a new day. Some days shit. Some days awful. But you get through them anyway. Every day brings us new challenges, some smaller and bigger than others, to overcome and make ourselves a better person. This is linked to the suffering thing, isn't it? And by beating these challenges, no matter what, you can achieve it. That resilience, that problem solving. Problem solving can be is a skill that you can achieve via the suffering, via the problems that are presented, but you can overcome them. Maybe not in 1 day, maybe not in 2, maybe not in 100 days, but you can if you keep working towards it, no matter how hard it is. A person, that's very wisely said. Thank you for sharing. So I said, George, she'll get flushed down the toilet if it continues. On about Evie, who's been flushed. George is waiting for that magical moment. Evie's been timed out, of course. Alicia Mocker, how's it going, Alicia? How are you doing? Nice to see you on here again. Hope you're doing well. Don't say everyone giving their kids diabetes with chocolate fertility symbol. Shit. Yeah, in a nutshell. Here's some we're just helping you on your magical journey to type 2 diabetes, you fucking little shit. Here's some chocolate. No, don't have one. Here's 50 chocolate eggs. Everyone's giving their kids diabetes with chocolate fertility symbols, yes. Happy Easter, by the way. Happy Diabetes Day. That's funny. Roger's saying the irony of this being that the rabbits we keep as pets being of Spanish origin. Didn't know that. Western Europe. Roger, you've got interesting facts there. Thank you. You're saying like and subscribe. Yes, please like and subscribe. Thank you to anyone that has. Guys, I'm going to try and charge my phone. Please, can you tell me? Can you do me a favor? Is my audio going off? It's my audio. Is my audio still working? Is it still working? Ah, shit. Right, I'm going to need to. It's working. Is it working? Thanks. I've had problems with my audio. So anyway, let me know. Thank you. Sander's laughing at Dawn. It beats chocolate bunnies, Brad. LOL, free breath and hope. We've been scammed so far in the West. Yeah, we have, big time. We're getting scammed as we speak. Joyce Sinclair saying, World War II is something us, a nation and species should never, ever forget. I agree, Joyce Sinclair. I think people have forgot a lot what the terrors that war can bring. Absolute fucking abysmal shit. Awful. Watch the movie Schindler's List. It's a really good movie. Agreed. A Man's Search for Meaning. Really good book. Schindler's List is a great book, movie. She's hitting the high button, I think. Yeah. Just banging it out. Mike says, hello there. Welcome back, Mikey. Hello. How are you? I'm good, thanks. Schindler's List is a great movie, yes. It's sad. The best movies sometimes are good and sad, happy, sad. It's a roller coaster of emotions. A great movie will provide that, won't it? Those feelings. It'll invoke those feelings. Santa's saying that person who kept repeating saying hi is an idiot. Yeah. Saving Private Ryan's a great film. Yeah, I'd agree. Great war movie. Don't say and agree, Sander. Roger saying, who else is familiar with Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? I'm familiar with the title, but I've never seen it. Forgive me. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Never read that. What's that like, Roger? Please tell me. Wacky saying, asking how Dawn is feeling. Gulliver's Travels is not read the book. Treasure Island's another one, another classic, isn't it? What's the song from the Little Mermaid? Under the Sea, is it? Sanders read it. You read it in school. Jules Verne's novel, Roger's saying. Iliad and Odyssey. I've all been read by Elomi. Hated it. Fair enough. Roger saying the Trojan horse has a certain prologue involving Eris crashing a wedding feast with a golden apple for the fairest. Yes, I actually like the Trojan horse. Can't hear. I'm already subscribed. You are, Roger. Thank you. Roger, you subscribed way early, even before you subscribed when I had about 20 subscribers, mate. I was surviving. I was so small at the time. I want to say thanks a lot. Thanks to anyone that's liked and subscribed, of course. But Roger, that was ages ago when you subscribed, about a year ago, if I remember correctly. A person says yes, it's working. Great to hear. Joyce Sinclair, and guys, unless you're not on a diet, we all eat drunk all over the year. At Christmas, it's your advent calendar. Easter, it's the eggs. October, it's the Halloween. Valentine's Day, it's chocolates as well. It's just chocolate. Angry Birds ear listening gif, okay? You're saying, Dawn, you have such a good location where you live. You have some great scenery and wildlife. Absolutely. You can hear me fine, a person. Thanks for telling me. Nice, loud and clear. Thanks, Mikey. What's everyone been up to? I've been working all week. I've got today off, which I'm grateful for. I'm working on Sunday, which I'm grateful for because it puts money in my pocket. I'm just chilling today. Hopefully go to the gym after I've done this. I'll enjoy the rest of my Easter weekend. I'll enjoy some nice food. Yeah, I've been with Sander for 10 years now. So we're having a nice meal tomorrow. So yes, to celebrate our 10 years together, which is lovely. So it's all good. Roger saying 20,000 Leagues, Gulliver's Travels and the Trojan Horse is a constellation of stories that are used as a framework for overthrowing abusive regimes. Interesting. A person saying, as you know, I served 24 years in Marines, just had the name change. I've been to concentration. What do you mean by? All right, so it's Genuine Guy, isn't it? Is it Genuine Guy? Did you change your name? I didn't know. Thanks for telling me. A person. No worries. Thanks for letting me know. 20,000 Leagues also lends into protagonist alias Nemo, nobody, to the titular one in Finding Nemo, but Pixar denies any inspiration by Verne, does it? So it's linked to that. I'm just going to drink this, guys, sorry. attempt to. It's all like congealed. 1 minute. Hello, Erin. How you doing? Ellen Yeager. Sorry, I forgot your real name, mate. Hello to you. Sorry, I forgot your name. Hope you're okay. Sander, can I have a spoon? I'm struggling to drink this. Can I have a spoon, please? I don't know if you're still there, but that'd be great. I'm doing great, mate. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thank you. I'm great. Sohib, is it? Sohib, sorry. You told me how to pronounce it last time and I forgot. I'll write it down. Sohib, is it? Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Depression Talk. Afternoon to you too, Depression Talk. How are you? Casey Smith's back. Welcome back. We're still going. I think I need a spoon to be able to drink. Sander, can I have a spoon, please? Can I have a spoon? I can't drink this. Sohaib. Not Sahib. Sohaib. Okay, Sohaib, thanks. Thank you, Sohaib. Joy Sinclair says hi to Kirsty. Good, mate. How's your... It's all right. I'm going with the floor. I've been talking about, does suffering teach us anything? A lot of people saying, yes, it does. Why do you think... 1 minute. Thanks, Sander. Sorry. Thank you. It's just thanks. Thanks a lot. Big up from Australia. Big Venus Burger. Hi from Australia, mate. How's it going? How's life in Australia? So hey, it's the accent, not he mispronounced it on purpose. No, I think he knows that, George, but thanks for saying. Yeah, it's the accent. It is it's the accent or my inability to pronounce names. Sander went to be best friends. Let's talk about movies. I'm watching many recently. Okay, then. What movies are you watching? Depression Talk, Bolton accent. You're very close, mate. You're fucking really close. I'm actually from Depression Talk. I'm actually from Darwin. My accent is from Darwin, which is next to Blackburn, which is close to Bolton, about 8 miles away from Bolton. Yeah, you're really, really, really close there, mate. Are you from this area? Whereabouts are you from, Depression Talk? I'm just eating my smoothie with my spoon, sorry. I'm eating a smoothie. It's got honey, banana, blueberries, and strawberries in it, and yogurt. And so Habe saying, I know, George. Yeah, of course, no worries. My favourite movie is The Godfather. Yes. I've read the book. Mario Puzo, wasn't it, that wrote the book? I've seen all the movies and I've read the book. Really good. Godfather is really good. Really good. They're all good. It's a great story, isn't it? Great movie. Joy Sinclair. Professor with no PhD. Is anyone selling plutonium? I am interested. Little Timmy in the back said he knows a guy. He knows a guy. He said he'll think about it. He's just pondering on that. Anyway, welcome back, Professor with no PhD. How are you doing? What am I eating? I've just told you. Sorry, Kirsty. Erin's saying, what's your favourite movie genre? Oh, good question, man. I like depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes I like comedies. Sometimes I like true stories. I like psychological thrillers. I like a variety of things. Or I don't know. I have a particular one that I have as a favorite. I like, as long as it's well written with good acting, good cast, and a good storyline. I like it. I like deeper things. I like things that have truth in it. Depression Talk says, I know it. Do you know it? Where I'm from. Yeah. It's not amazing, mate, if I'm honest. You're from Warrington. You're not far from where I live. That's not far at all, Depression Talk. Warrington Wolves, isn't it? Rugby Town is Warrington. Big Beanisburg saying, oh, fuck, that's sick. I don't know what's sick, mate. What's sick? Joyce Sinclair saying, Big Beanisburger is saying, hell yeah, depression. Joyce Sinclair is saying, I mean, if you watch rugby then, I don't really need to tell you where I'm from because it's on my icon. Oh, Warrington. I can see it just about. I can't, it's only tiny on here, mate. Do you know, you're not going to like me then, Wigan Warriors fan. Talking to a Wigan Warriors fan, Joyce Sinclair. And to be fair though, I've seen Warrington and Wigan play, of course. There's a good, they've got a good fan base, Warrington. They bring the fans are very passionate. It's good to watch Wigan against Warrington. I've watched some matches at the DW Stadium. I don't know if they call that anymore. At Wigan Stadium, they probably don't call it the DW anymore. But I've seen them, some of the best matches that I've seen, and the atmosphere has been Wigan against Warrington. Anyway. Professor with no PhD. I don't believe Timmy. He scammed me when I was doing uranium. Yeah, well, he did. The Iranians ended up buying it off him. You like sci-fi movies like Interstellar? Interstellar's a really good movie. I agree. I like all sorts of movies, different ones. He watched It last night. Was it the original one in the early 90s or the more modern one? Casting and script were great. It is a bit scary, yeah. I live in Devon now. That miles better, Depression Talk. But what's it like in Devon? I've never been. Interstellar's so damn good. I'd agree. Joyce Sinclair goes, oh, Wigan fan. Sorry, mate, but I'm being honest. I was always a Wigan supporter, Depression Talk saying, well, you know, same as me, dude. So Habe is saying, I love sci-fi movies too. Professor, what's your favourite one? Okay. Especially when the ship spins and he has to dock a spinning ship. Yeah, that's great. Big Beanisburger saying, nothing. You were just, or from, it's sick. I'm Brizzy. Okay. Are you from Brisbane? From Brisbane. 1 minute. Professor with no PhD. Interstellar. Oppenheimer. I didn't like Oppenheimer, sorry. A lot of people won't agree with me. I didn't like it. Sorry, but I'm being honest. But each their own. I'm just being honest. Dark, breathing. Breaking Bad's amazing. Breaking Bad's amazing. I didn't like Oppenheimer. I thought it was shit. It was boring. Maybe I'm showing lack of intelligence and understanding. I thought Interstellar was really good. Dark, I've not seen. Breaking Bad was amazing. But these are just my opinions. Everyone doesn't have to agree. I'm just being honest. Anyway, Joyce Sinclair saying, oh yeah, my family love Warrington Wolves more than family. It's a joke. But point is, some people in Warrington are very loyal. Yeah. I come from a place between the three teams, St. Helens, Warrington and Wigan. Yeah. All close to each other as well. You're saying, come on, toys. Come on, toys. What's toys? The music in Interstellar is just amazing. Is it nice down south? What's everyone doing for the Easter weekend? I am working on Sunday, earning some extra money, Yorick. I am having a nice meal with Sander to celebrate our 10th year anniversary. I am going to go to the gym, hopefully do a few lives, and maybe go for a nice walk and take it easy, best I can. Devon's lovely. I bet it is. I was saying, great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. First of all, no PhD, it's very hard to choose from. from at Erin. Okay. Big Venus Burger says yes, bro. No worries. Richard Crook, welcome back, Richard. How's the job got? Have you got the job? If you don't mind me asking, if I remember correctly. Hope you're okay. Dawn saying I've ordered a meat dehydrator so I can make carnivore snacks and dog treats. I can't wait. It's coming tomorrow. It's the simple things. The simple things that you appreciate. They can help alleviate suffering, can't they? Appreciating the small things, being grateful for what you have can give you joy, can't they? They can give you happiness, even if it's a small amount of happiness. Helps with regards to the suffering thing as well. It's a simple thing to remember, but we forget these things. Well, I do. To appreciate the smaller things. Professor with no PhD, you may need to know some blend of science, geopolitics, etc. to love Up on Fire. No offense, no worries. No, I'm not offended at all. And that's I get why. I don't know anything about those things, professional with PhD, or very little. And I don't, and no offense is taken. I didn't enjoy it. And that what you've just said explains probably why that contributed to me not liking it as well. No worries, no offense taken. You weren't being disrespectful. So it's all good. I'm intelligent enough to know that I didn't know much. That's all I've got to say on that. Rich is saying my cousin's son plays for Warrington. Wow. Warrington Wolves. Amazing. Joy Sinclair saying my cousin plays for St. Helens. Alfie Sinclair has done really well. Richard Crook is saying, yes, I'm glad to say I got the job. Really happy. Oh, amazing. I'm sure you do a good job. You seem like a well-rounded, wise, intelligent, thoughtful individual. And I think you'll do a much better job than the other person. So good on you. I'm glad that narcissistic person's gone now. And I think you'll do a great job. And the people around you everyone will benefit from that. That's a great thing. Well done, mate. Well done to Richard Crook for getting your new job. Well done, man. Dropped you like a buddy. Got to get on. No worries, depression talks. All good. Congratulations to Richard. George is saying. Depression Talk says hi. Mark, you saying what I miss in life is the basic things. There's nothing like the small things. No. Simple pleasures I think eating is a simple pleasure. As long as you don't go too far with it. George Sinclair says Oppenheimer. Richard says thank you to George. It's more of a biography, yeah. I like George. It doesn't mean that I only have to. Sorry, I'm just explaining myself here the best I can. I do like deeper things, and like some stories I've watched, some movies I've watched haven't been action based, like Batman or Marvel programs. They've been deeper and whatever. And I do like those things, but Oppenheimer I just didn't like. I just thought it was boring. Maybe that's my lack of intelligence or my lack of understanding in certain areas that have contributed to that. I'm aware of that to an extent, but I just didn't find it interesting at all. It was more of a biography. Yeah, it was a slow burner, wasn't it? I thought it was boring as fuck. Sorry. I'm going on a bit too much about it, aren't I? Sorry. I can't type and eat. It's difficult. I can't talk and eat either, mate. Well, I could, but it'd be a bit messy. What's your favourite thing? What do you mean by that, Mikey? Joyce Sinclair saying, I've got to go now, but thanks for the stream and I'll be back when I see you on again. Take care and happy Easter. No worries, George. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for being a decent, respectful, thoughtful person. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, mate. It's all good. Light hobbies. All right. What's my thing? A variety of things. I like being active. I like training. Going to the gym, circuit training, spinning, pushing myself physically, pushing myself mentally, reading, playing chess. I'm not the best at chess, but I'm decent at it. But definitely not the best. Let's be real, because there's levels. There's levels to chess. Oh my god, I'm not nowhere near the top level, but I'm good at it. I'm all right at it. What was I going to say then? Working on myself, self-improvement, learning, trying to become high vibrational, trying to become a bit more enlightened, a bit calmer, trying to be a better person. That's that. What are your hobbies, Mikey? Everyone has their own taste. Sohaib, sorry. Yes, they do. Not everyone likes the same things. That's okay too. Just because everyone likes different things, and that's absolutely fine. Roger's saying, I'm out of here. I've got to get off campus myself. Look at the fucking time. Sorry, Roger. Time goes fast. Sorry to keep you, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day, mate. Richard's saying, I really enjoyed the Freddie Mercury biography. I did too. Elton John one, I wasn't so keen on, if I'm honest, but the Freddie Mercury one was brilliant, in my opinion. Really, really well. Good acting. Good. Rami Malek, isn't it? Rami Malek, is it? That played Freddie Mercury. Did a really good job. I thought Freddie Mercury movie was great. The Elton John one, I thought was a bit average, in my opinion. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Do you like playing games? Yeah, I like playing chess. I haven't been doing it recently, though. I used to play it every day at one point for ages. Going quiet for a moment, guys. What time is it, by the way? Good in Nuremberg as well. Yeah, he's a great actor. It's in that series as well. I forgot the name of it, Richard. Rami Malek. It's a good series. It's got Christian Slater in it. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Oh, I forgot the name, but it was good. Online games. Not really, mate. I've got a very addictive personality, so I try to avoid things like PS5 or whatever, because I'll end up loving it. I'll end up loving it and be on it all the time. I don't have much time for it. I have a busy life, man. Work, this. I put my time and energy into this. This is my business, man. I'm going to polish this a bit more in the future going forwards. I'm going to improve this, by the way, what I'm doing now. I've got better than when I was, but I'm going to improve. I'm going to make the setup a little bit more polished, let's say. Anyway, that's another day, another challenge. Mike is saying, trying to understand this life and forced to live and try and live in this cold, old, but I do miss playing chess myself. You can play it any time. You just get the app, don't you, online? Go for it. Try and understand this life. It can be difficult. It really can. Learning from the suffering, which I've talked about today to an extent. It can be a cruel, unforgiving, brutal fucking world at times. With a lot of fear around it. Sandra, do you know what time it is? Sander, do you know what time it is? Wow. Okay. 1 minute. And like he's saying, it makes you see things in so many different ways. Yes, it can do, mate. Sohaib is saying, I don't know why, but I've got an addictive personality too. Also, I hate the fact that I learn most of the things the hard way. Also, mostly when I think it's too late, but it's never true. You're never late for anything. It's just, you're just there now at the present moment, in my opinion. I learn things the hard way too sometimes. Sometimes it's the only way to learn. It's like if you're advising a young person, don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. And the young person's like, I ain't listening to you. I'm just going to do it anyway. That's what happens. And sometimes you've got to learn the hard way. Chat's kind of slow today. Yeah, it is. No worries, mate. That's how it goes. Sorry, I'm kind of slow as well, mate, if I'm honest. Yeah, it is a bit slow today, isn't it? It's okay. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that, man. Which is absolutely fine. What was I going to say then? Yeah, I'm going a bit slow right now too, if I'm honest. And that's okay. There's ups and downs, man. They're saying, what does a meat hydrated dehydrated dawn do? How does it work? I don't know. And like you say, there's hard ways to learn from, and there's tough love. But where is the missing when you're lost? When you're completely lost, you don't know which way to go, do you? Completely lost. You're like, I don't even know what to do. I'm in a everything's a mess. Everything's all fucking crazy. Everything, you're thinking, oh my God, there's so many problems. I don't even know what to pick up first. I don't even know what to do first. That's when you can feel lost. So just pick up the easiest thing. Pick up the easiest thing and tackle that, and only tackle that. It could be as easy as, I've no phone. I'm going to get myself, and my phone's broken. I need my phone. I'm going to work towards getting a new phone. And that's all I'm going to concentrate on. And that's not really a massive fucking achievement, but I'm going to work on that. I'm just going to work on that. And then give yourself a pat on back for getting this new phone. Think, oh, right, I've got a new phone. I can now do other things with this phone. I can apply for jobs on this phone. I can phone people. I can do this. I can do that. And you work on the next easy thing. And you still might be lost, completely lost. Sometimes you're lost. You don't know which way to go. Like, I didn't know what to do as a job. I kind of fallen into nursing because I like helping people. But before that, I was really frustrated. I wanted to do well. I wanted to push myself. I wanted to achieve a lot, but I didn't know what to do. And it was really frustrating. I was lost for a long time. Hence the reason I got dragged into drugs and things like that, doing stupid shit because I was lost. And sometimes the only way to get yourself out of being lost is going, do you know what? I'm going to try this. It might not work out. I'll have a go at that. You have a go at it. You give it a chance, a few months or whatever. And it might work out. And that could stop you being lost a little bit. Or it could just completely fail. You're like, do you know what? I've hit a cul-de-sac. I've tried this. I've tried to be an electrician, for example. And I'm not even good at it. I don't find it interesting. But at least I tried. It's not worked out. I'm a bit disappointed, aren't you? And they think, do you know what? I'm going to try something else now. What am I interested in? Sometimes that can help you come away from feeling lost. Is it easy? No. Does it take time? Yeah. Rich is saying learning things the hard way lets the lesson sink in. It's better. It's hard at the time, but it'll help you grow and be resilient. Absolutely. Linked to the suffering topic that I was talking about before. It helps the lesson sink in. Yeah. Like, also, sometimes learning the hard way is going, do you know what? You've been fucking around for too long, and you're finding out. You've been acting like an arrogant, stupid idiot. You've been offending people. You've been drinking every day. And it's taking a toll on your life. It's taking a toll on your health. You're now in hospital. You've got into a fight. You've broken your arm because of what you've done. You made a mistake, and you're learning the hard way, and it's painful. And it takes you 6 months to heal from your injury. but it sinks in. It sinks in. And it can help you be more resilient. Absolutely. That's what suffering can bring. Anyway. Been there in your younger days. Usually it happens when you're younger, Richard. Yeah, I have too. I'm 43 now, mate. I'll go for a little bit longer then. I'm going to stop. If I'm honest, I'm running out of steam. I'm running out of steam, if I'm honest. I was a little bit frustrated with this is not always me, but it's just me speaking about it. I was doing my live, I had a good few people watching, and then I got a phone call. And the phone call, I got 3 phone calls from the same number. I thought it was a hospital ringing me about work on Sunday. So I've rang them back. And then the person on the phone's gone, "What's your postcode? We've got a delivery, it's coming now. What's your postcode?" I went, "Why do you need my postcode?" "You've got a delivery," trying to create urgency. "You need to tell me now." Like, "What are you delivering, mate?" "But you need your postcode. You need it now with this company." I went, "What are you delivering?" "I'm not expecting a delivery, mate." He went, "It's Sky. It's Sky. Give us your postcode." And then I swore at that person. I fucking swore at them. I said, "You're a cheeky. See you next Tuesday. Blah, 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 blah." And then they put the phone down. And it was a scam call. Yeah, cheeky fuckers. And that messed my life. I was doing my live and I had a few people watching. I was going with the flow. And then I had to end that live. Then I had to start again. This is part of life, I suppose. It's not always me. It's just my little shitty story. Yeah, scam call. Cheeky bastards. Anyway. Mikey's saying, "But the things I once loved, I lost all interest in. I'm trying to bounce back and it's rough." Sorry to hear that, Mikey. How old are you, Mikey, if you don't mind me asking? How old are you? I can't. Sorry if I've forgotten. You've lost interest in things that you once loved. That's sometimes how it goes. Things that you used to love. I used to love going to clubs. I used to absolutely love it. I was so passionate about it. I fucking loved it. That was my everything at one point. And then eventually I just got sick of it. And I don't love it anymore. You're trying to bounce back and it's rough. It's hard to get back. It's hard to bounce back. There's ups and downs, isn't there? It's difficult, mate. Keep going. Your eyes are cool, mate. Thank you. Nice one. Richard saying, "Don't party like I used to." Very mellow and positive. Yeah, same here. I'm a lot more mellow, a lot calmer, a lot more at peace. You've been on here before, Mike. Yeah, I know you have. 33, yeah, I remember now. Thanks, man. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for reminding me, by the way. You've still got time. I'm 43. It goes quick, mate, as you know. Right, you're saying scam call. Yeah, I got a scam call. Do a different approach they had. Variety says, "I get it, Marky, especially when something I loved and lost interest in was a big part of me." Yeah. I remember doing triathlons. I used to do triathlons 10 years ago now. Over 10 years ago. Time flies by. And I was obsessed. I was good at it. I was good. I got triathlete of the year for the club that I was in. I was really good. I'd improved a lot. Anyway, I got an injury. I just wear and tear, really. And I couldn't do it as well anymore. And then I just stopped doing it altogether. And I was all in on it. I was going, believe it or not, I might not have made this, but I was going to try to get into Team GB. It sounds very, I was nowhere near that level, but I was trying to get into the Olympic team or whatever, Team GB. I was trying to get into that. I was nowhere near it, by the way, but that was my goal at the time. I'm not saying I'd have achieved it, but I was good. From an amateur level, I was good. And I got an injury and I was really gutted that I couldn't do it anymore. The thing that I loved, I couldn't do it anymore. And I stopped doing it. Then I put my energy into new things, but it's that transitional period can be difficult. It's like the thing that you loved, that you're all in on, is gone, and you're stuck in the middle. You don't know which way to go. You're feeling lost. You don't know what to do, and you're just thinking about that thing that you used to love that you can't do anymore. You feel, especially if you're emotionally invested in it, you put loads of time and energy into it. It doesn't feel good. Anyway. Sorry, I'm trying to emphasize the best I can. Rich is saying losing interest, Marky, is a big part of depression and being down. Yeah, it can be linked to that, Richard. Not a problem. We all forget things. I forget what day it is, LOL. Yeah, I do that too sometimes. Richard says saying you're a young guy at 33 though, Marky. Still time on your side. Definitely still time on your side. To bounce back, rebuild, be focused, and come back stronger. Yes. Yep. The worst feeling is when you feel lost and sometimes emptiness hits you at random moments, like when you wake up around midnight, it's quiet and you stare at the ceiling and think back and think. Yeah. Overthinking, it's midnight, you need to get to sleep, Sahib, and you're thinking, you're ruminating, you're reminiscing over the past. When you're thinking about the past, sometimes that's linked to depression to an extent. What shoulda, woulda, coulda, kind of thinking can kick in. If I'd have done this have happened, and you're just ruminating, you're overthinking. That thought process is a lot of energy behind it. It spirals. It can affect your sleep. It therefore make you feel empty. I get it. Sometimes you just got to let it be. Let it be. It's there. You're ruminating. You're thinking. Just letting it be. Accepting the fact you're there, that you can't sleep. That helps. I put some calm music on. That helps me when I'm like that. And then hopefully eventually I relax. But sometimes it's just there. And Mark is saying, yeah, but when it's just you, yourself, and I, no team fighting to get a home, fighting to get one foot on the ladder, no one cares, it's difficult. Marky, the truth is shit, innit? No one's going to save you, basically. No one's going to save you, by the sound of what you just said. Is there a harsh reality to that? Yeah, to an extent. People are usually, Marky, thinking about themselves, aren't they? Is that right? Is it fair? No. Is it easy? No. Most people are just thinking about themselves. I begged citizens advice, even though they don't help me, council won't help me. The government give everything to everyone else, but you, it hurts. Especially if you're a man, single man, bottom of the pile. Sorry, mate. There's a way out of this. There's got to be a way out of this, Mikey. I don't think it's game over. It might feel like it is, but it's not. I don't think it is. Replacing the bad habits or less healthy habits with more positive ones is going to help. I've never been in your specific situation before, though, so I don't want to be some arsehole that's fucking telling you to do this and that, not coming from a place of experience, because I've never experienced your specific thing before. There's got to be a way out, though, mate. There's got to be a way out. There's got to be a way out. Ideally, it's like to sell drugs or start a war. I looked at everything else. Is there a chance that you can find work, even though it's harder now? Is there an ability to do voluntary work or to do something that's going to connect you to people? To do something. Can you do voluntary work? Can you do that? Therefore, that will get you around people. Replacing that, I don't know if that's going to help, man. I don't know if that's going to help. Tyrock saying, I think my dog may be stronger than me when push comes to shove. Dogs can be really powerful, Tyrock. Mark is saying, one sec, to sell drugs or start a war, I looked at everything else. I suppose if you sell drugs, that could give you income, and then that could be used in some way. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do or the healthy thing to do, but if you're in a situation where you've not got a home to live in, that can lead you down that road, so potentially. Someone's saying, I hear disc mosure of orbs are on the horizon this April, possibly the 5th. What do you think about that? So hi, Summer, how are you? Hope you're okay. I don't know anything about that. Please, can you educate me? I don't know anything about that. I believe there's a lot of changes happening in the world. I believe that early April is like the new year in a way, the new year for the earth, let's say. If you believe in that or not, I don't know. But I don't know about the orbs. What are the orbs? Interesting. I don't know about that. I can't speak about it because I don't know about it. Not aware of it. Like I saying, with my 5 mental health issues, there's no hiring me. I used to be a KP. What's a KP? A few years back, but nothing. Being homeless, I lost it. I'm trying to think, mate.
Brad,
Yeah, kitchen porter. What's it? One sec. Can I have some boiled eggs, please? Thank you. Kitchen potter. But can't be defined by your your mental health issues. You can't. I don't know the full ins and outs, mate. I really, really don't. I'm just trying to think the best I can with the information I have, with the knowledge that I have. Not that I know everything. Used to be a kitchen porter, yeah. Can you overcome those mental health issues? Can you heal from them? Can you grow from them? It's obviously that's linked to suffering, isn't it? That suffering, mental health issues are suffering on another level, of course, depends on the individual. But you can choose to work through those things. You can choose to work through those things. And I'm not trying to discredit the difficulties at all here, because I'm assuming that they'd be really intense. I'm entering my 20s in a few months. Oh, you're young, Sahib, you're so young. That's great. Brad, if you meet your 20-year-old self today and you only got 2 minutes, what are you telling him? Any advice? Oh God, what am I going to tell my 20-year-old self? My 20-year-old self I was a crazy little bastard at 20. I was living in Ibiza at 20. I was fucking session there. I was still linked to, I was still like spiritually minded, but I was lost. I would definitely say lead your own life. It's better to be a sheepdog rather than be a sheep. It's better to be a sheepdog than rather be a sheep. Don't be a slave to anything. Don't be a slave to anything. Meaning, don't be a slave to your addictions. Don't let them be your master. Be the master of yourself. Be the master of yourself. And also, I'd definitely say, stay away. If I knew, I didn't know though, stay away from narcissistic, fucking, chavvy people. Stay away from them. They're no good. They're not going to do you any good. Surround yourself with positive people that have got your best interest at heart. That's what I say to myself. And love yourself. Go for it. Don't be so hard on yourself. That's what I'd say. And don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep going. Sorry, that's the few things I've got to say there, mate. Mark is saying depression, anxiety, PTSD, ADHD, and autism. That's a lot, mate. That's a lot. Obviously, in an ideal world, it'd be like professional help, wouldn't it? To help you with those things. They're very complex, quite deeply entrenched. You won't get any, you're not on any medications as I'm homeless. GP won't give you any. Someone's saying, are you on uppers? I'm not personally on uppers, but anyway. I hope that answered your question, Soheeb, so much as I could. Second best is good enough for no one either, man. Don't try and grab things too tightly. Let them come to you. Let them come to you. And that can happen with relationships too. You're like, some people really want a relationship. They really want a partner. They want to be in love. And they try to they try to meet somebody and they try and force it. And they come from a place of desperation, and that desperation, it ekes out of you. So it's just having that good relationship with yourself, loving yourself, reading loads of books, working on yourself, not being compass mentis, knowing yourself, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, knowing and being aware of your suffering, like I've mentioned before. Someone saying, are you under the influence? ? Thank you, brother. Your words mean a lot. No worries, man. I don't have all the answers. You have the answers within, though, Sahib. You have the answers within. If you look deep enough, you'll find them yourself. And that can be achieved by meditation, by being quiet, being calm. Someone saying, are you under the influence? I'm not under the influence. I don't think you're asking me that, though, I'm assuming. I want to go to the gym today, guys. I'm going to call it a day. I'm sorry it's been a bit disjointed today. It is what it is. It's just how this has been. Every time you do a live, it's different, man. I'm sorry it's not been perfect today. I've done my best. Do chest, yeah. I'm going to do chest today, Aaron. I need to. You seem cooked up. Are you asking, Summer? Are you asking me that? I seem cooked up. What do you mean by that? To me, is that? Why? I don't know if you're asking me that. Aaron, yeah, I'm going to do my chest, mate. I need to go to the gym, man. I really do. Important for me personally. I seem drugged. Really? That's crazy. How? That's crazy, mate. You seem drugged? Yes. Include dumbbells? Yeah, I do, mate. How do I seem drugged up? That's not true. Why did you get that impression? I'm not drugged up. I have not drank all year. That's completely wrong. You miss... No, I'm not. This is me as I am. I don't take any drugs. I used to a long time ago, Summer. You've not seen someone drugged up? No, you probably haven't. I think you're misinterpreting me there. Definitely not drugged up. This is not. Trust me now. Drugged up means different. I'm a nurse as well. I'm a qualified nurse, man. I have responsibilities. I'm a healthcare professional. Summer. I've got to be a healthy, well-rounded individual to do what I do. I can't be drugged up. I can't be drugged up, wired. That wouldn't be good, would it? That'd be awful. I'm a very healthy, well-rounded person. No offense intended. Oh, no worries. No, it's all right. It's okay. Thank you for elaborating. No offense intended. None taken. Thank you. No, I'm not. A long time ago was. A long, long time ago. Not now. Not for me, that. Do I do cardio? Yeah, I do. I do spinning. I don't do as much as I used to do, Aaron. Oh, I didn't do it. Don't do as much as I used to. Maybe I can change that going forwards. But I need to do it. Do you know what? I'm going to call it a day. Right, guys. Thank you for being on here. Thanks for watching. Sorry if this has been a bit disjointed today. It is what it is. I'm thinking of doing those spinning classes, but it's also painful for beginners. Yeah, Aaron, it is, but you control the settings on it. So you control the resilience, the resistance. So if you're struggling, just turn the resistance down. You're still moving your legs. Do your best. And then that's it. It can be painful. If you're going all out, it's really tiring. But you just turn the intensity down and you'll find it a lot easier. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. I'm going to be live at some point, Saturday and Monday, or hopefully both. I'll do my best tomorrow or Sunday. Make the best of your Easter weekend. You're going live later, Aaron? Maybe. Sorry. If I can, I will. If I can, I will. But I need to get to the gym. I need to spend some time on myself here. So thanks for your time. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.